Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Spawncast episode 432. Celia's going to pop in soon. We're hanging out waiting for 431. 431. Sorry. I added a 1 to it. 431. Celia's going to pop in soon. She was running a little late, but we were going to start up here and say hi to everyone in the chat. Yeah, late cast by like 5 minutes. 5 minutes late cast. It's not that bad. Sometimes we've been later than this, I think. But no, we were hanging out waiting for Celia. She said she'd be in soon, so we were just
we're near the edge, John. We're near the edge of lateness.
It's okay. It's all right. Sean's got some family stuff to take care of right now, so he'll be back with us, I think, next week as well. And then Josie was all important on set somewhere, so she's busy being a celebrity somewhere. She'll be back with us next weekend as well. So if Celia pops in, don't worry, I'll put her up here on the screen. But how's everyone doing tonight? Good to see everyone there in the chat. Let's go around here. OJ, how's it going, sir?
Going good. Thanks for having me on once again. Light show tonight, but that's okay. We got plenty to talk about when it comes down to. So I appreciate you having me on once again. It's always good to see the homies.
Yep, good to have OJ here. Then Evan, how's it going over there, sir?
It's going.
Yeah, it's going. Wait, I could not. I have to. If I was ever going to invite DSP, Sean would have to be here for that. He would be so mad if he missed an episode where DSP guest starred. He'd never forgive me.
He would kill us. I think he'd actually stop being friends with us if any of us had DSP on and we didn't let him know, or he wasn't here for that. That would be.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, he would actually. I legitimately think he'd be like screw you guys.
I'm not sure why the resolution's so low.
I noticed people are saying, I don't know what happened. When I got in, it only let me pick 720 on my camera. You probably are sitting at 480 or maybe 720.
My camera was defaulted to 480p. I had to switch it to 720 when I got in here. So I was like, what the heck?
But there was a setting for 1080 before, which is what I was.
Yeah.
So I don't know what Streamlabs is doing or StreamYard.
That's interesting.
I think they're trying to cut back on bandwidth. Yeah,
maybe just stop paying for their servers or something.
I don't know. That's interesting. I guess next time we do this next weekend, I'll look beforehand to see. I do like a test stream, or not a test stream, but like test recording to make sure it's good. But yeah, usually it's just pretty straightforward. It's 720p now. Yeah, I wonder what that is.
No.
Huh. Okay, well I'll look into it for the next one. So we'll see. But let's see. We got the direct that happened, all kinds of stuff coming out of that show. It was a 60+ minute event with a lot of games being announced. Borderlands 4 just came out actually yesterday. I had 2K sent over a code early, shockingly, so I had a chance to play some of it. And I had some questions about that game on my PS5 Pro. Which, speaking of PlayStation, we had some more information around the PS6, and I keep seeing Xbox. People are calling it Magnus now. That's had some information on it, and Tokyo Game Show starting to fill up here with some announcements, some scheduling, and some mystery games. So I think Tokyo Game Show is going to be a lot of fun here coming up. That, and then a state of play that most likely will be happening the week of or the week before. So coming up here soon. But let's see. I will start with, just while we're at it, I will start with Borderlands 4 just to move through that. That game came out yesterday, and the Borderlands series. OJ, you played some of Borderlands.
I've played every Borderlands game. I've played 1. I beat 1. I've played 2. I've played 3. I don't think I have the pre-sequel and all that, but I don't think I've played those, or I haven't put much time into it. But yes, I've been familiar with the Borderlands series it's been around since 2009. I think I was in college. Yeah, when I played the first one, so decades. So yeah, I've played it. I always play them eventually.
Yeah, I mean, it was big on the 360 when it first came out as a huge title when that dropped, because it's such an interesting idea at that time. It's been done multiple times now. Obviously, we're on the 4th one, but just outside of it, I don't know, Evan, you've played many of them at all?
Really? The original ones, yeah, but I don't pick them up unless I get a co-op group together. I don't want to solo play a Borderlands game.
That is kind of the idea, right? To maybe get like 4 people together, play through Borderlands, the newest one. So this one, it dropped, and they sent over a code. 2K did, so shout out to them for that. They just have to mention it, so there you go. But it was like the day before, and I fired it up, and I was shocked at first because nowadays we expect these file sizes to be, I'm thinking 100 gigabytes. I'm already going in there like, okay, well, let me see what I have to move around if I need to. And I had like 300 gigs free, so I was fine. But I started downloading it. It's like, oh, it's 40 gigabytes. On the PS5. I was like, oh, that's not bad. And then I installed it, and it was like, no, actually, it's like 30 gigabytes. It's like, that's weird. Okay. So the game itself, the file size is actually not bad. Like, it's shockingly so. But I loaded it up and I noticed something. I didn't see anything PS5 Pro related. I'm playing on the PS5 Pro and I'm looking around. I'm like, why is there no settings for that? Usually it'll mention in the settings PSSR or something pro mode, just to kind of call it out. I look back on the store. I don't see anything about a PS5 Pro on there. Like PS5 Pro enhanced. Nothing. But I was almost positive that because this is UE5, but that Sony was pushing for developers to the point where you almost had to do it after a certain period for PS5 Pro support. So I don't think this game has PS5 Pro support, which is weird to me.
Until a patch comes out probably later.
But the issue with that is this game, because it is UE5, does have that UE5 stutter to it.
No.
And it's mostly when I'm driving around. So in this game, Borderlands 4, it's like the biggest Borderlands in the idea of it is open world, just outright. And once you open the map, you see huge map and stuff, and they put points around. You can do whatever. And as I'm driving, that's when the stuttering comes in, and I assume it's just streaming in assets and stuff for the world. You can see it. It's like you're driving, and then you drive, and it keeps doing that. But I did try split screen, because you don't see that very often anymore in these games, to where you have a split screen mode. Borderlands 4 does have one though, and it's drop in, drop out. So when you pause the game, someone can press the accept button on the second controller and it'll split the screen and boom, you're good. But man, it slashed that frame rate in half.
Did it go down to like 480p and just like 2 frames a second?
The funniest thing is because people were talking about that. They're like, oh man, like I remember I got a question like, oh, well, the Switch 2 version doesn't have a split screen. I'm like, yeah, I mean, well, if you wanted it to run like at 10 frames per second, there would have been a split screen version of it. People don't realize that it's rendering the game again. So, so it cuts the frame rate. That's the reason why on that. But I mean, at least it's in there, at least it's in there.
It is. Once I saw it, I was like, oh yeah, that's right. The Switch doesn't have split screen. It's kind of making sense now as I'm watching the PS5 Pro, like really struggle bust its way through it. But we were able to do it. I mean, I had one of the kids. You can turn off all gore, violence, and stuff. And,
yeah, sure you did, John. You're a bad parent. Sure you did. You let him do that. Just tell us the truth, okay?
Yes. So I was like, here, you hold this controller, run around a bit, and we were just going through the world, and you can see it. It's having a hard time with split screen, but it is there. So if you have someone you play with on one screen, you can do that. Otherwise, you jump online and you can play fine. But the game itself, the shooting's good for Borderlands. I mean, I'm not really sure what kind of deep analysis people want for Borderlands, other than, man, I just played more Borderlands. That's really what it's been so far as I'm going through it. Opening chests all over the place. There's too many guns, like to the point where...
How's the gun management? Because that's something that I always kind of just get really tired of quickly, is because they don't give you enough slots. So you're constantly... Right. And I don't want this. I got to go back, put mine in a vault, and then you forget what the gun is even about. So how's that this time around?
It's still doing it. It's still that. Oh. And it's that thing where... What works? It's that thing where that it's kind of designed for PC with inventory management, because you just have a floating cursor, you move around the whole time, and it's like, well, okay, that's kind of what they wanted, was this to be for PC, and they pushed it to they went on console too, but the inventory UI was set up where you have a pointer in mind. But that's what it is. I'm just dropping guns constantly.
It never made sense to me for that, because like that's the whole point of the game, is to just have a bazillion guns, but then you can barely hold anything. I never understood that design choice. I mean, I kind of get it, but the more that I think about it, the more I'm like, why is that a thing when there's so many cool different combinations of guns?
It's because at the end of the game, there's like 3 or 4 that matter. So,
I mean, when you beat a boss, like the boss has a certain gun that you get at when you beat him, and so you start collecting the purple guns and the higher ranked ones, and that's fine. But I just end up going into my inventory and like, okay, let me get all the gray or green guns, just drop them on the ground so I have more room. You can upgrade your stuff as you go. Like you'll get currency that you find, like power up currency that builds up your backpack or your ammo amount. And it does still just feel like Borderlands across the board. There's really no other way to describe it other than it's still Borderlands.
What about the classes? What about anything new with some of like the typical classes that you have in the game? Like, like usually like the soldier, they have like the witch or mage or whatever, siren.
The siren, yep.
Yeah, siren. So is it all kind of just like same kind of setup, but like just different powers this time around, like within that?
Yeah, so I think there were 4 different characters you could pick from in the beginning, and it's kind of set up where it's try to work it in a story. They walk in the back and they're like, oh, pick a class. So you pick them and they're like, okay, you're coming with me. So they try to work it into a cutscene or something, but they had a rogue, the soldier, the siren, as you mentioned. There's one other. I picked like the rogue that their power, and you go through the skill trees and you can change what kind of rogue then they kind of are. So I have one where I have 2 blades that come out of my arms that I can run around and slash people. And it does poison damage and stuff. So it does seem like if everyone is a different class, you're going to be able to help each other, based on the soldier throwing up walls or turrets or something, and the siren just doing massive damage with I assume spells and attacks. So all of that plays into it, but I'm still just like mowing people down with I have like a crazy sniper rifle already. I have it's a submachine assault rifle gun. Like they're trying to explain it, but it's just they just mash it all together to where you can charge it up and it'll blast a bunch of shots, or you just semi-auto it. So the guns themselves all have weird and strange properties already early in the game. Like I'm level 8, and I looked on the trophies, and the max I saw was level 50. So yeah, I still got a ways to go on that. But I've played like 3.5 hours or so, and you get a vehicle and you start driving around, and it opens up completely then. But it seems like there's a lot to do in it. People are saying that a platinum run for it is like 130 hours or something in the game. So seems like there's a lot to do. But
yeah, this might be the last Borderlands game for a while then, since there's so much.
Yeah, I will say the art style, I still like the art style of Borderlands, where it's that semi cell shaded kind of look, but the performance just does it's UE5 like at the end of it, right? At the, like underlying the whole thing. The visuals just don't match up to the performance to me. Like this feels like a game that should be 120 frames on the PlayStation 5 Pro or something, or be able to run the game really well with like weak PC hardware. It doesn't have the same effect, I feel like, that it did back. I'll say with Borderlands 2. I feel like Borderlands 2 was when Borderlands 1 was good, but I think they really nailed the visual and the performance levels and stuff with Borderlands 2. It hasn't been like
on PC, because it was 30 FPS on console.
Yeah. Well, they had it on PC, and then we got like the upgraded version, I think, on the next gen systems after that. But on like PC and stuff, they had that all figured out. Whereas now, every time there's a UE5 game, man, even on PC, people are like, this thing is struggling. And this is still the same thing.
I saw like it was mostly negative or mixed reviews on Steam or something like that. So yeah, I mean, it's probably one of those things that they'll fix over the course of time, or it'll get better. Borderlands games have really long, really long tail life. You know what I'm saying? And they end up always selling like 10 million plus copies. They'll have the Steam sales and discounts, and
it just sucks for people who buy it up front, who could have waited like half a year for the patch to come out and then purchased it on sale instead to actually play it at good quality.
Yeah.
The thing I'll give them credit for is they do ask their community a lot. So Randy Pitchford's out there asking if console players want to vote for a field of view slider and stuff. And people are voting on Twitter X for features in the game. It's like, okay.
Something tells me Randy, he's so crazy. He planned all this. He's just he probably planned, and he knows what's going on, and he knows that he's just going to be talking about this game, because that guy, I think he's crazy. I know he's crazy. So
he's a magician.
Yeah, he's
yes.
He is a magician. Man. That's true. He is a magician. I like it. I like how eccentric he is. I think it kind of makes it a little bit fun whenever a game is launching, when you have somebody like that,
Gosh. Well, it definitely has a good time, I guess. But that's Borderlands for you. If you like Borderlands, you should probably just go ahead and buy this game, because guess what? You're probably going to like it. It's still Borderlands. Or if you're just looking for a co-op shooter that you can play split screen, because there's not many of those, there you go. That's a good one too. Recommended. All right, Celia's about to jump in, so we're going to just go. Oh, you know what? I do want to mention this real quick before we get into the Direct, because I was completely confused why this was not in the Direct, but I at least want to mention it. Dude, Mega Man Star Force Legacy Collection got announced after was it after the direct or during the direct or something?
Somebody just said it was in the Japanese direct.
Oh, it was. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I was so confused, but then I looked on the website for it and it mentions Tokyo Game Show 2025. So I guess it's announced ahead of the TGS, and that's the big thing there. It's available 2026, and it has 7 Star Force titles in here. So they have Star Force Leo, Dragon, and Pegasus. And then they have Zerker Ninja, and then Zerker Sorion, and then they have Black Ace, Red Joker. I was not a big Star Force person back in the day, so a lot of this stuff would be new to me. And one, I like that they're continuing these collections, which is great. But two, I'm glad that this collection is going to be a thing because I had never really experienced it like that. So I think I'm going to pick this up next year when it releases.
Yeah,
Switch,
I'm going to buy it for collection purposes.
Sure, yeah.
Anytime, real quick, I have a series called Buy Now Before Rare, and I've been going back and looking at a lot of the games, and a lot of these collection games, now that the Switch is being phased out, they're getting a little bit harder and harder to find. Every year gets a little bit harder with games that are all on collection. So just keep that in mind if you're a collector out there. Multi-game, old school titles, those are always the best ones to pick up physical. That are all on cart, of course.
It feels like they're trying to speed run these Mega Man collections. I feel like we've had so many of them in the last 5 years almost.
Yeah, definitely. It's a good thing because then at least we can try to show that we want, maybe there's new Mega Man coming, or what people really want is a Mega Man Legends collection. That's really the big thing that people would like.
1, 2, and then the Misadventures of Tronbon. I think you could get away with those 3 in a collection.
They might just be able to get away with just 1 and 2 and charge 50 or 60. I think people will probably be like, all right, I don't like the price, but I'll take it.
You think Capcom will call their bluff and be like, here it is for $60. What are you gonna do about it?
I'll be honest, I'll probably buy it.
People will be like, that's too expensive. Capcom will be like, there's a slip cover. All right, I'll take it. That's the
holographic slip cover with some art, with some bonus or digital bonus art that you can download as a pre-order.
They got me. Oh, okay. They could do Legends 2, Misadventures Tronbon, and Mega Man 64. I know Legends 1 and Mega Man 64 are the same thing, kinda, but you can still throw that in there as like a fun.
But they're different.
It's a collection, you know.
But the 64 version and the PS1 version are different. Like there's some differences between.
There are some differences to it. Yeah, there are. But like the fact that because even the cover art was a little different and stuff. But I feel like they could do that as hey, I mean, they're kind of the same game mostly, but some differences. But remember, this was a N64 release. That was a PS1 release, and I think they could get away with it for preservation.
They're doing that with the Mortal Kombat collection. Has all sorts of obscure crap on there that I'm like, what? I don't even remember half that stuff. And I like lived for every Mortal Kombat release back in the day, you know.
Oh, could you sneak X command mission in there? Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, because that would have to fit in somewhere.
That's the GameCube RPG, right? GameCube PS2 RPG. Yeah.
Yep. That's a game a lot of people forgot about too. It's an interesting Mega Man game. It is.
I never bought that game when it came out, but I bought a bunch of games from MVG. And that was one of the.
Is that in there?
Yeah, it's in there. That one's in there. So I did play a bit of it. And I was like, oh, this is actually. I mean, it's game. It's a bit dated, but it's still kind of cool. You know, it's still kind of cool.
Oh yeah. It's funny. That's actually one that if Capcom doesn't know what to do with it, they could give it to Nintendo for their GameCube service.
Yeah.
Say, here you go.
Yeah, take a little royalty from the service and call it a day. You know.
Drop it in there. Drop it in. Why not? But I just thought that was a cool announcement. Just random out of nowhere, but awesome. So it feels like it hasn't been that long since the Battle Network collection. I feel like it's been
23,
year and a half,
2023 for that Battle Network collection, or was it 2024?
Okay.
Forgot exactly when.
Yeah, 2 years. We'll say 2 years. Okay, so they're on track then. So, like I said, they've been releasing collection after collection after collection. So it's been kind of nice to at least see something Mega Man come out of there every couple of years, but not need that X9. Need X9.
Yeah, it's. I'm guessing it's gonna happen.
It's gotta happen.
I don't know when. But I've been saying that now for like the last 4 years. It's like my Fire Emblem 4 remake thing. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
It's gotta happen. Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, new Fire Emblem instead. Well, you know what? Maybe I'm wrong.
Let's go over to the Nintendo Direct. Let's get this thing started here because it was a pretty big Direct. 60 minutes, like I said. There's a lot of stuff that happened here. They did start. Okay, so it was two Directs together combined because the first 20 minutes was the Mario Direct, and they started off right away too. So they showed us the new logo. Miyamoto talked for a while, mentioned that they're going to sponsor the Kyoto Marathon. So they told us a lot of stuff that really isn't going to affect anyone outside of Japan for the most part. I mean, they're going to do like a light display at the museum. That's fine. They talk about Super Nintendo World, but they did show the movie, or at least the trailer, and it is the Super Mario Galaxy movie, April 2026. So we're 7-8 months away from it, about 7 or 8 months. So that's going to be big. And it's interesting. They're not going with Mario, like any kind of like sequel, like Mario movie 2 or something. Now it's just the Super Mario Galaxy movie. That seems like an interesting title. Yeah, and it seems like they have the little rendition of Super Mario World. If you notice the music at the beginning, so it seems like there might be obviously Super Mario World Yoshi at first, and then Yoshi's obviously a huge part of Galaxy. So I think that's going to be fun. Oh, Celia's here. Celia,
hey guys, happy Saturday.
You changed your camera, or you?
No. It's the same exact camera, same settings, everything, but for some reason, it's giving me this filter. So I don't know.
Well, no,
I don't know.
Did you move it? Move the angle? Because it looks like it's a different angle.
Should
no, you don't have to change it back. I just noticed it. That's all.
Okay.
See, now you have like the cool games over there. So yeah, this angle's better because like you can see some of the stuff on the show.
I have a lot of stuff. I kind of like hoarded it. Like there's a lot of.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that angle's good.
That's cool. Okay. Hi guys, what are we talking about?
We literally just started up the Direct.
Oh, cool.
You came in at the right time. We did talk about did you see the Mega Man Star Force Legacy Collection got announced?
No, I did not notice that.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yep. It was random. Like it was like during the Direct that it got announced, but not in our Direct apparently.
Okay.
Let's see. We like I said, we just started up the Direct.
Oh, yay! Just in time.
So you were adjusting. We just mentioned the Mario Galaxy movie.
You guys excited for it?
April 2026. Yes. I will go see it.
When it comes out, I'll go watch it, and then I'll go back.
The first one was good in theaters. I assume this one will also be good.
Mm-hmm.
I think, if anything, the Mario Galaxy theming should do really, really well on the big screen. Like, I think it'll look good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Because the Rainbow Road, like, that looks spectacular. Like, that looks so good in the movie for the first Mario movie. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it's a movie, so I'll go watch it, enjoy. Then I'll buy the Blu-ray.
Yes,
later,
yeah. That's one that I wonder. I don't know if they mentioned it. That's the Galaxy themed one. Maybe IMAX. That might be a good IMAX viewing, depending on how they do with it.
So after Galaxy, do you think we'll get a Sunshine movie or not?
Oh, that would be cool.
Odyssey,
I'd be all right with that.
You gotta go to Odyssey after that. You gotta go to like an adventure, like a Mario adventure.
Mario Odyssey.
Mario Paint movie. Oh my gosh.
Mario
Paint.
We should do a Mario Paint anime. Mario Paint anime. That would be.
But it has to be like a shonen, and it has to be really intense, and also 150 episodes.
Shonen.
6 seasons.
Mario Paint Kai, like Dragon Ball Z Kai, like do it like that. I don't want.
No, Kai's too abridged. We have to do
you do the one filled with filler first, and then you do the Kai version.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, Kai is
where
so
Goldo
much,
dies in 2 seconds.
Kai's not better than Kai is so much better. There's no filler.
It is. I appreciate Kai, but I will.
We did go into a game announcement then after that. Mario Galaxy 1 and Galaxy 2 coming to Switch 1 and Switch 2 through, I guess, an update that'll follow if you have the physical edition, I guess it'll also give you an update for that. Otherwise, you buy it on the eShop and you just get a Switch 2 version of it digitally. And those are out October 2nd. And you can either buy it combined physically for $70 or buy them individually at $40. And this sparked a lot of conversation around the pricing. Even Vegeta here wrote in and said that pricing for Galaxy games is wild. Any word on if these are a limited release physical? I've seen differing reports online. Also, overall score for the Direct, I'd say 7.5 out of 10. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll get to the scoring at the end of it, Vegeta. Thank you. But the the pricing that immediately it's that thing with Nintendo. It happens a lot. They show stuff that people are really excited for and they like what they're seeing. It happened with Mario Kart World, I noticed. And then they see the price and it's like they go really happy and they get like, whoa, why is it so expensive? So that happened again here.
Is it $80?
It's 70 physical, or if you buy it individually, digitally, it's 40 each.
Okay, yeah, same.
Yeah,
I didn't realize the pricing for that.
The pricing's too high. I thought maybe top 60, 50 would probably be preferable for this, based off of what you get in there. Like, yes, there's some cool little extras. You get the storybook stuff in there. You get 4K, which is gonna look beautiful on your TV. You get 60.
Mario Galaxy 2 looks awesome.
Yeah, Mario Galaxy 2 is gonna look great. You get no stupid motion controls. I mean, or maybe there'll probably be motion controls in there, but whatever. You'll have the option for physical or regular controls. So there's some good stuff in there. And then I think you get like a music player that has all 100-something tracks. So there's some cool things, but I mean, I think 70 is a bit much on there when it comes to it, considering what Nintendo's done, like Metroid Prime. People's always play Metroid Prime 40, but obviously Mario is much more bigger than Metroid, so they'll probably be able to get away with that. But yeah, I think the price is a bit too much. That's the first thing that I said was, man, that price is a bit much, 70, for that. But I mean, the originals are there if you want them, or if you want to play the originals. I think you can buy both of them on Wii, or you can just do whatever method you want to do to play them.
Is this the second $70 Switch 1 game that we've had? Because we had the Tears of the Kingdom was 70. Is this the next one then? Or am I missing another one that they did for the Switch 1?
No, there was only one with Switch 1. So yeah, this is the second. This is the second one.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's interesting that that's what they decided to go with here, other than they know it's going to sell because the movie is coming out next year. So they're just like, people are going to buy it. The question around the limited thing for the physical came up here from Vegeta as well. They haven't marked it on their store yet, because I think with the 3D All-Stars, I believe they marked it on the listing. I think they said limited.
They told, they said it. Yeah, it was mentioned. So this one, I've heard reports from from Wario that it seems like some stores are getting like a limited quantity, but that doesn't mean it's going to be limited throughout like 6 months, right? That was the last one. It was like, hey, this is only gonna be around for 6 months. That's it. So it's not that. So they'll keep making it.
Yeah, well,
Target already sold out.
They have a movie to promote. Of course, they're going to keep those SKUs. So cool. That's more consumer friendly, I guess. So
yeah, they know it's going to sell. Which here's the thing though, Mario Galaxy 2. So I'm looking at this. I know the physical copy has that chance, and most likely will. And let's be in the far future to be one of those rare physical editions. But if I was looking at this, I already have Mario Galaxy on that 3D All Stars collection. I almost wonder. I wonder if they're going to update that. My read is probably no. You will have to buy this one 4K. Mario Galaxy 2 is an incredible 3D platformer. I mean, it's like top tier. Some people think it's like the best 3D platformer made. I've seen that, but it's top tier.
Top 3, definitely top 3. I think I like it more than Odyssey. I know some people don't, but it's my favorite 3D platformer, Mario Galaxy 2.
So I have something to admit, guys. I've never beaten a Mario Galaxy game. I've barely gotten into them because initially when I first started playing them, I was borrowing it, and I had I had food poisoning, and I was playing it, and how like the world does this, and it just made me want to like barf more. I literally was like, okay, well, I guess I'm not playing this. And like, so whenever I like consider it, you have that kind of barfy feeling. I don't know how to describe it. I don't know.
No,
you're dreading it.
I get
it in first-person games.
Exactly. I get it in first-person games all the time. I have to actually ordered a bunch of Dramamine for my Metroid Prime 4 play. Really? I actually already have it on deck. I got my Dramamine on deck because I get nauseous playing Metroid Prime Remastered. I got nauseous just to get through that game. So I feel you on that.
I'm kind of hoping the Mario Galaxy movie does the same thing on the big screen for a lot.
That's gonna mess people up. It's gonna be like some found footage stuff going on there.
You're gonna be like Nelson, like outside of the movie theaters when people throw up.
So I'm telling you, Celia, if you haven't played through Mario Galaxy 2, in the chat will tell you this, that is an awesome stream game. like to stream. If you haven't played through it, get that on the Switch too, and then stream it on Game and Talk. You know, the streams you do, you could run a couple streams with that. And people, that is such an awesome game to watch too, because it's going to look even better.
Okay, would I have to play the first one to understand the
No,
second
you just
one,
jump
or
right
is it?
Nope.
It's a very deep and connected storyline.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what I mean, okay? Like there's certain things, if there's references, or I'll find jokes funnier. You guys get it.
There is some, but one thing that Miyamoto did, there is some connections and there is some lore stuff that people have done with having it that does, and they are adding, some picture book stuff for the story, so there might be even more connections between them, but generally speaking, no, I didn't remember a damn thing after I was playing Mario Galaxy. I didn't remember a damn. I just was excited to just jump around and float around and get Yoshi and get the new power-ups, so I think you'll be fine.
Hell yeah. Okay, just want
the game is super. Even the storybook stuff is optional if I'm not correct, right? If you don't go into the room, I don't think you even
I don't think so, no.
I'm not even sure if you even have to look at the story in that game.
Yeah, it's been a bit since I played. I remember I played it on the Wii U as well, so I remember playing through it back then with backwards compatibility. I think it's legitimately been like 10 years since I played that game, maybe a little longer.
I played it a bit on the Wii. I'm like, man, this is crusty as hell, because like the Wii U.
Well, yeah, now it is. Yeah,
it was crusty when I played it on the Wii. I was like, yeah, and then you got to use you can't even use the gamepad. You got to use the Wii remote, and like the backwards compatibility on Wii U sometimes is just frustrating. So I was like, yeah, I'm good,
It's a very good game though, Celia, if you haven't played through it. And I think it would do well for streaming. Like if you stream that, people get a kick out of it.
Yeah, okay, we have to help me figure out the capture card.
Yes.
RGT literally was like, time out, like, we'll deal with that later. And I was like, oh no, I guess we're gonna deal with that later. So
to Sean for tech problems.
He literally was like, you can talk to me about it. So yes.
I mean, you can talk to him, whether it's gonna solve anything or not.
Let me help you. I'm the streaming guy. Let me help you. I can walk you through everything.
I honestly appreciate that. I always have tech issues, obviously, with this camera filter, I guess, that's going on. Like, this is kind of my thing.
We'll get it up and running for you though, Celia. So
appreciated.
You can stream it. It's coming out October 2nd though, so we have a couple weeks to figure it out.
Yeah, we do have a couple weeks. Dope. Okay, cool.
And get that sent over, and you can stream Mario Galaxy 2. It'll be good. Let's see. From there's the Mario Galaxy storybook as well. Merchandise. Yay. Mario Tennis Fever, new tennis game. Okay, so we have 2 tennis games before we get Mario Baseball's return.
Where's Sluggers at? Where's Sluggers?
I don't know. We're busy with tennis. The cool guy tennis game. We're getting Tennis Fever. Whoa.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind. I like the Mario Tennis games. The last one just needed, I think, more to it in terms of the story mode, but the gameplay was fun. However, they added they say footwork. We could kind of slide. I mean, it's new to Mario Tennis. So there's that. And then they have different rackets that you can mix and match with players, which they say 38 playable characters. There's tournament, trial towers, mix it up online, ranked modes. You can do motion controls if you want. In the adventure mode, everyone's been turned into a baby form. They have to learn how to play tennis again.
Who's going to be your main?
For me, I think back in the day, I know on the GameCube, I would play as Koopa, the Koopa Troopa guy, little guy, and he had the bubble drop shot. Where he'd hit, and then the ball would just turn into a bubble and drop right over the net.
How about you
Immediate
guys?
Points.
OJ, what's yours?
Princess Peach is my main in pretty much any Mario game that you can play. Spin off Mario game. I always use Princess Peach and everything. So Princess Peach or Pauline, like one of those. Okay. I always either Princess Peach or Pauline. It's always one of those two. But yeah, probably Princess Peach.
It always depended on the stats that they give you for in-game, because it was always the trickery stat that I prefer over like power or anything else.
I like Waluigi.
Oh yeah, I think he
He
was
was tall and like he did like lanky stuff.
He's always good in everything.
Does he have the rose in his mouth?
Yeah, because Waluigi's number 1. Okay, guys. So
Waluigi's so good. He's never got his own game. That's the best.
Yeah, because we couldn't handle it. He's powerful. Okay.
I know. He's probably too powerful with his own.
Yeah, but I'm excited to see Baby Waluigi in this game. Like,
yeah. Is there Baby Waluigi? I don't think he's in there.
Is that the debut of Baby Waluigi?
Don't they all get turned into babies?
He's
Yeah,
still 6 feet tall with a pacifier.
Yeah, he's just lanky baby.
Was Waluigi in there though with the group?
I
got
feel
turned
like
into
everyone
babies?
probably
Was.
turned into it, right? Oh, he was. Okay,
No,
there
I
you go.
saw baby Waluigi
Okay.
and I was like, hell yeah, baby Waluigi.
I'm
So
sorry,
I
I
think
don't notice
so.
that. I don't notice
No,
that
it's
guy a
okay.
lot.
It's okay.
I don't notice him. He's not
he's the
important,
champ.
you know?
I won't take that personally. It's fine. But yeah, what is that the debut of that character? Because I haven't seen it in any other games.
Yes. Yeah, I think that's it, right? I don't think we've seen it before.
Hell yeah.
No? Okay, good stuff. Yeah, so here's the other thing with this game. It's out February 12th. Man, I don't know if this is going to be a thing years from now, but every time Nintendo announces a new game and it's $70, people are shocked. This is another $70 game, by the way. It's like Twitter X is shocked every time.
Were they shocked with this one? I know that they were shocked with the Mario Galaxy, but with this one?
Yeah. People shocked. It happens every time. And I don't know why people are still shocked by it, but they're shocked again. It is a $70 game. It's a brand new title, Switch 2 only. And I thought we were at the point where we know these games are probably going to be 70. So there you go. February 12th, though, starting up, getting 2026 rolling here. And then we had the Super Mario Bros. Wonder Switch 2 Edition meetup in Bella Bell Park. Spring 2026. It looks like it's mostly multiplayer oriented from what they showed.
There is single player, but like a new camp, like there's like a new extra part, but they didn't show a lot of. They're like, we'll tell you later. But it does seem like there's going to be something significant with the content in the single player as well. They just said we're not going to show you right now.
Okay, that's fine. It spent a lot of time showcasing the multiplayer stuff. That's why I was like, oh, yes, that's the idea. I mean, local multiplayer seem to be what they're getting at, which is fine. But I was hoping maybe because they didn't even talk about the idea of boosting the resolution or anything.
It just from the eye test, I'm not Digital Foundry, but it definitely looked like it was 4K. It definitely looked just from the I put a lot of time into Mario. Like I 100% of the game and everything, so I kind of know how it looks, you know. And that looked noticeably sharper than playing the game on the Switch 1.
See, that's spring 2026. And they have a talking flower you can buy as well if you want merchandise. We had the closeout for at least the Mario Direct was Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. So we're getting a new Yoshi's Island game.
I am so excited.
The animation looks kind of like that stop motion look where it still looks like it's running fine frame rate wise, but they purposely slowed down the animation of the character so it looks like it's stop motion. And the art style is straight out of a storybook. So spring 2026 for the Switch 2. I think this looks good. I mean, in terms of what you'd expect out of a Yoshi's Island 2D platforming style game, it looks good. I think it looks good. I like that they're trying these imaginative art styles with some of these games to make it stand out.
Yeah, it kind of gives me Yoshi Story vibes.
Yes.
I know it leans more into Yoshi's Island, but like I don't know, it's just giving me that like N64 feeling, and you know that game's so iconic. So I'm gonna day one buy this. I love Yoshi games. It's a favorite of mine. So I'm excited for that.
I'm just glad they're going away from the woolly and the yarny and the plushy.
That was
world.
cute though. It
was, but I just
with Poochie.
It's still
but I
textured like a watercolor painting almost.
Yeah,
they are doing something to it.
I just because you know the original Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island, that's like one of my favorite games, and it reminds me like taking that type of art style and somehow making it like adapting it to today's day. So that's what I like. I'm like, thankfully they move, and hopefully the music is more in line with that, like than the newer games. Because I mean the music in the newer games are okay, but I like
get you.
Yeah, I like the old like Yoshi Story. I like the old Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island music. That music's just so legendary. So if they can adapt that a little bit and the art style, but yeah, not to hate on the Woolies and because I think there's still one game, right? That's not on the Switch or not on the Switch 2 or not brought over to the Switch from.
I'm not sure, but
like Yoshi's Woolly World and there's
Woolly World, right?
Woolly World or Crafted World. I think Crafted World is on the Switch.
There was another one.
Yeah. Crafted on the Switch.
There's Crafted and Woolly. One of those.
Yeah, because there was one where you got the amiibo that was like
the amiibo was just wool.
Yeah. So those games are fine, you know. But yeah, good big jump up in presentation too, because I think those games either run on like Unreal or something. I think the Yoshi Craft and like so the resolution is real low on Switch 1. So this one's looking so sharp and everything. So that's definitely good for Yoshi.
Do you think it'll get oddly demonic out of nowhere, like in Yoshi's Story when like the "Be Careful" song started happening, and like when you die, like it gets all disturbing?
This one seems kind of chill, but at the same time, I mean, they showed like some different events that you can do in different things. So I think that there'll probably be some stuff. Yoshi kind of has like a weird demonic side to it at times in some of the games. It does.
And like it's dark out of nowhere, and you're like, okay,
yeah, especially
okay,
like Super Mario World 2, like that game is like they're trying to kill a baby. They're trying to like they're trying to like, kidnap me, you know. So it's kind of crazy, you know.
When you stop and think about it, you're like, okay.
They're like, and the enemies know that that's baby, you know.
Oh hell yeah, they're like they'll do it again too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the lore in the first one was like everyone got transformed into blocks and stuff, so everyone you were killing was technically the people who lived in that world.
Mario World, right? Like Super Mario Bros. The original Super Mario Bros.
Yeah. We didn't realize that even until the manual. People were reading through it, and they're like, you're just murdering the whole time, the entire way through.
Every brick you break,
just murder. That's the Mario Direct right there. And then we went into the full Direct. So we finished a 20-minute Mario Direct, and we went right into like a 40-minute Nintendo Direct.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, there's just a cluster of games: Storm Lancers, Dinkum, and Papucom.
Yeah, Dinkum's
any games
really
there?
Fun to say.
Just the games in general.
oh, okay.
One of the games was Australian.
Which one's fun to say?
Dinkum. Say like
Dinkum.
4 more times. Dude,
Dinkum.
Dinkum. It's Australian Animal Crossing. Close enough. Welcome back.
Yeah,
this is a demo out today.
MVG has to like that. If he doesn't like that game, he's not a real Aussie.
He needs to review it, and like we can judge how authentic the experience is.
Get on the island, a spider the size of a baby comes out of the ground and kills you. You're like, yep.
If it doesn't, if everything doesn't try to kill you, I'm gonna be very disappointed.
Oh, the drop bears, everything.
Some of those spiders, though, man, like damn.
It better be like face size.
I got some Australian use. They show me pictures of them spiders. Like, hey, this was in my household. I'm like, man, I swear I'd have like a gun, just ready. Shoot it.
That would be an American going to Australia, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. We had then Tamagotchi Life. They just say spring 2026. So rather than 2026, now we know it's in the spring. There you go. We got a release update on that. Let's see, Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection still looks good.
Physical, all on cart for the physical collectors out there. All on cart. Yeah,
that's good to hear.
December 12th for that. Digital, it'll be October 30th. So a little bit of a staggered release there. Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade, January 22nd. We got some news on the pricing. And this is where this is the thing with this Direct. Some of the pricing, again, all over the place. Because if you had to guess prices for these things, we probably would have said this would have been the expensive one. And we would have been like, oh, Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 is like $25 each or something. No, instead, we have Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade is $40 on the Switch too.
Whoa!
And it gets more interesting. The physical version, while it's a game key card, yes, the game is 90 gigabytes, so it wasn't going to fit on a 64 gigabyte cartridge either way. So what they're doing is they have like the physical edition has a pack of the Magic cards in it. It has a bunch of extra little things that I guess when you open it up, there's just like a bunch of stuff where the manual would go along with
just a glitter bomb. Just
basically it's $40. I was a little surprised at that pricing, and it has the DLC and everything included. That's pretty good. And I know the game key card thing. Yes, this is one of those situations where I go, well, there was really no way for them to get it on a cartridge with that file size in mind. So this is them going as the next best thing. We're just going to give you a bunch of stuff with it. That's it.
That's probably the better way. I mean, I don't like game key cards, but if you're going to do them, at least add in like a little book, add in something to make it like, okay, at least I get this with it, even though, it's a game key card. But yeah, that price was crazy. I'm looking forward to the game. And John, they announced the whole trilogy coming to Switch 2 and Xbox, so.
Yep.
They didn't announce it at the Direct. But they announced it after the Direct.
Interesting change for Square Enix, by the way. So they already said that they know where they're going to announce the final game in this trilogy. And now I'm wondering if it sounds crazy because that seems very soon. Now I wonder if it's either Tokyo Game Show or at Jeff's Video Game Awards at the end of this year, like the announcement for it, because I think they were going to get this game done faster since they already built the world out. They're clearly reusing the assets.
Yeah, they got the character assets, a lot of the same places you're going to visit again, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So I think they're kind of already, I think they're on their way with this thing. I feel like this game's coming out in early 2027 is where I think they're going to get it done. And it wouldn't shock me then if they go, hey, let's make that announcement at Tokyo Game Show this year and reveal the title. So I almost wonder if that's why they just told us that like everything, the trilogy's going to Switch 2 and Xbox. And that also means that third one. Now I wonder, is that third one multi-platform on release, like day one?
I mean, I don't know if they still have something with Sony for it to be day one or not. But clearly, whatever that deal was or anything, Square Enix doesn't want it anymore or doesn't like it anymore. Because they've been pretty vocal about the situation with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Remake did great, but Rebirth, there was a problem. That was the main problem that they have, which to this day, they still have not, which is very uncharacteristic for Square Enix. We still do not know the sales numbers for FF7 Rebirth. And that is, like, we know the sales numbers for like every main Final Fantasy game. You know, they'll announce it, but this one we still don't know. So there's something there that they have a problem with, and obviously they redid their whole business and stuff like that. So we know it's multi-platform confirmed. Yes, you're right. We know it's multi-platform confirmed, but is it going to be day and date confirmed?
Right. Is it timed exclusive for PlayStation 5? Is what we're trying to figure out. Yeah. So the idea of the third one already being confirmed multi-platform is interesting, almost as a signal of, hey, you might want to, if you've been interested in this, you might want to start looking into, I don't know, Integrate, as that's about to show up on Xbox and Switch 2 in January. It might be time to get the ball rolling on that. So them kind of signaling. Although I'm curious to see how Rebirth plays on the Switch 2, because it was kind of a struggle on the PS5. There wasn't like a great way to play that until the PS5 Pro showed up. So that's going to be interesting.
I think they are going to wait before they announce like Rebirth. I think they're going to wait till the Switch 2 and Xbox release. And then they're going to, here are the sales numbers now.
Yeah, they could do that too.
It sold like 6 million, or it sold like, I think they're going to wait because it's going to sound a lot more impressive if you have, obviously, more install base coming in to buy the game, so I think they'll probably wait for that.
40 is a good price though. It has reversal cover art too, which is cool. So
40 is a great price. The game, I mean, we played it 5 years ago. I know I played on my PS4 Pro. It's on PS5 too, the Integrate one, like extra DLC. So it's a really good, it's a good series. I have my issues with them splitting it up into multiple different ones, which I've already complained about already. So I'm not going to do that again. But it's still a very fun game. It's still, and I really did. I think I gave the original FF7 remake, I gave it a 9 out of 10. And I think if you pre-order it digitally, I think you get the original Final Fantasy VII as well. So yeah, if you pre-order digital, I think you get Final Fantasy, the original Final Fantasy VII, like the PS1 game, or I think it's the PC version. That's graphics are a little bit better, and there's different updates to it. So yeah, I
think both of them have been nominated for Game of the Year in the years they came out. I believe, right? Remake and Rebirth. They've both been nominated for Game of the Year.
Yes, yeah.
They're high quality games.
Very good, very very good games.
Let's see. We had Linked Banner of the Spark. That's already out, and then Hades 2. Hades 2.
Yay.
Hades 2.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, good.
I'm very excited for that.
Okay.
I've been waiting for it to come out of early access and finally have its console release. Dude, it's been such a good year for indie games this year. It's been intense. It's back to back, and it's really cool to hear that it's coming out so soon. It's September 25th, right? If I'm not misremembering.
Yeah,
September 25th. You got it.
Yep.
So yeah,
November 1st, though, if you want the physical edition, which it does seem like Nintendo's doing that.
They're publishing it.
Yeah, they're publishing it.
Wow.
But it's $20. They cartridge tax you. It's $20 more though. So it's $50 for the physical and it's $30 for the digital. So
okay, duly noted, but interesting, but exciting. I'm really excited for it. The game is so cool, and the voice acting and the art style, everything's so good about that game. I'm excited.
There you go. Not too much longer. September 25th. There's a lot of games in September. A lot of games in October.
Really
a lot of games still to close out this year. A lot of stuff's happening right now.
What a great problem to have, right?
I know, right?
There's too many. I can't even play all these. I mean, I want to, but it's just impossible with life.
Hey, I'm telling you, you know what? I'm
Thank
seeing.
you, Medallion.
I'm just gonna say, I'm seeing some thumbnails pop up on YouTube right now. By the way, Celia, where it's like, what games were you excited for the most? I see Mina in there most times. I'm telling you.
No, Mina is really like, I'm very biased because it's my game, but the game is really good and it's huge. We've been doing full playthroughs right now because obviously we're doing bug testing and all that stuff, and like the game is like double the size of Shovel Knight, if not more.
Wow.
And there's a lot to it. So yeah, people are in store for a really, really good game. So I'm excited.
I played the demo. I'm not just saying this because Sia is the homie. I played the demo. It's legitimately good. Like, it's legitimately a good game. It's very fun. So I'm looking forward to it. That's October 31st, right?
Yeah, it's October 31st.
Halloween.
Yeah.
Yep, I'll be playing that on Halloween.
Bless.
And right, 120 frames.
120 frames, yeah.
Yeah,
it's good. I'm currently building a glass cannon build with Mina because it's like kind of RPG, so you can like choose like what your skill tree of like how you want to play the game, and it's really fun when you can't get hit. It's a good time. I'm excited for you guys to play.
We have then Kirby Air Riders again. They have some amiibos where you can actually swap the riders and the machines, which is interesting. An interesting twist on amiibos. Okay, so there's a second Air Riders Direct happening for some reason.
Because they can.
I don't know why.
Because you need to know how good it is, okay?
Sakurai's like, screw you guys. I'm almost positive Sakurai is doing this himself. I think he's literally just saying, I'm going to do, and he's using his own money to put together these directs, just like he did his YouTube channel. I'm almost positive he's doing this.
He looks so tired.
He looks so like, I think he wants this to do well, and he's very excited. I didn't think this is like a passion for him. Like,
100%. This is Kirby is his son, okay? Like, he makes sure that Kirby gets his time in the sun, okay?
Yeah, that's his boy. That's his baby.
I'll watch whatever direct he wants to put out. As long as he promises to take a nap, I will watch whatever he wants to put out.
What are they gonna have? Like, because he's already talked for 40.
We'll watch it again, okay? What if it's us watching him watching the direct that they've already put out? I don't know.
Gosh, I don't know.
Is it over or under 45 minutes? That's the question. It's gonna be longer or shorter than the last one.
Be an hour and a half. There's gonna be a history lesson at the top of it. It'll be great.
And a quiz.
You know what's be crazy?
Pop quiz.
If he shows up and is like, now let me tell you about the whole single player portion of this game that I left out completely last time. And it's like a whole other game. It's like, what in the world?
Yeah. He might, man. He might. I mean, when Evan, I know you're joking with the whole trivia and all, but he kind of does stuff like
he does it.
Well, he loves that shit.
100% he does it.
like the Smash Brothers stuff is like, oh, you remember back in like SNK back in like 19, like Terry Bogard was this. Yeah, he's like,
let me tell you why it's important that Kirby is on a star in this game for the next 20 minutes.
I hope he drops some like sweet Waddle Dee lore. I think that would be really cool.
It'd be cool if it was just him in a park with like 5 other people just playing the game, talking about it.
And the real Kirby, like the real one.
That would be so, like, if like he like invited his friends over, like who's like Sakurai's friend. That's who I want to say. I'm like, who does he hang out with? Like, who's his homies, man? Like, that'd be super cool if he brought them in.
Just tweet at him. Let's find out.
Like, the dark secret is no one. Like, he just never has anyone over. When he's not working, he's just staring at his wall, friggin' Blair Witch style.
He seems like he's like the ultimate like chill kind of cool dude. I know.
He have a family, guys.
He has a wife. I know that. But I know.
You sure?
Yeah, no, he's fine. Okay. He's well adjusted. Okay.
Yeah, because she works. She used to work with him. That's worked on his wife. But like, I know Toby Fox said that he hung out with them one time.
Just the once.
Like, yeah, like they hung out. Like, he picked him up from like the airport, like in his car. Like, he picked up him from, like when they were doing like some of the Smash Brothers stuff, like for music. So
that's cool.
I mean, he probably has some homies that he hangs out with.
Let's see. We have Zelda Age of Imprisonment. Got its release date.
Mm-hmm.
Originally, they said winter. It's no longer winter. It's coming out November 6th. They showed 2-player split screen co-op. Looks cool. I mean, it looks like what do you expect this game to, like a warrior style game like this.
It doesn't run at 6 frames per second. This is a celebration.
Okay, that is true. That is true. It looks like it does run a lot better than what we've been used to in the past with like Age of Calamity and stuff.
Oh my goodness. I literally, and I'm trying to like literally that runs like at 6 frames on certain times. Like it might run at like single digit frames on co-op with a lot of enemies on screen. Like I played that with my brother back when it came out, and it was that bad.
Yeah, so November 6th, and you're about to see a trend of how Nintendo's going to set up to where every 2 weeks a game comes out, basically, by the time we get to the end of this. But this was a bit out of left field to me, because the way that it was being framed almost and how it felt, it almost seemed like this game might fall to next year because they're using that winter time frame. It's like, well, it could be January, February or something. No, actually, we're going to push it forward to November 6th. So nice surprise. But then I will tell you, we're going to get to it soon. I got a little concerned because I'm like, wait, now where does Metroid fit in? Because we're running out of room now as this direct was going on. A little concerned with that. But I mean, the game looks good for people who are really into like the Warrior Zelda stuff and like the Age of Calamity. Looks like that, but running much better. So
yeah, you can tell that it's running at 60 FPS in the trailer. So they've got that smoothed out. And I played through Age of Calamity. I liked it, but that was the biggest issue with the game. The performance was just terrible. So it's running a lot better now. They got the sync skills in there. Looks like you're going to be able to take the form of Link in some way with the construct based off the very end of the trailer. So I'm looking forward to seeing all the new characters. They got a Korok dude in there. And looks like the story's going to be great because Age of Calamity story is good. Some people don't like it in terms of like the lore implications, but the story's not bad at all. So I'm looking forward to playing it.
We had, I think, one of the highlights of this entire show, Dragon Quest VII Reimagined, February 5th, 2026. And it looks good. It's like that remaster remake territory somewhere in there, but it looks awesome. Like, I know people were kind of laughing about the characters and how they looked at times, some of the cutscenes, not just the art style or whatever, but I think the game looks awesome.
Yes. Okay. So I'm very excited about this game. I too have some thoughts and feelings about the style. It's cool. It does freak me out that they have weird adult man chins and faces when they have like the Chibe style though.
People had them next to like Team America, World Police or whatever.
Like it's giving that weird half step vibe where it goes into like westernized kind of like
Celebrity Deathmatch, a little bit like Celebrity Deathmatch.
Like it feels a little parody. I wish they like stayed with the Akira Toriyama style looking. That would have been so great if they kept character models looking like that, but whatever, it's fine. So like the title says, it is a reimagining. So they've made some changes to the original game. So it's not like a true like one-to-one remaster. So there's a bunch of tedious parts in that game that, there's like some player difficulties. And so there's some quality of life stuff too. And so they've made some changes to it. So it might have like slightly a different, I guess, experience with things. I don't know. I'm very excited to play it. I love anything Dragon Quest.
I mean, it looks good. Yeah, I'm ready. I'll be picking that one up right away.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
There's it's great, but there's some annoying things, at least with the Switch version. Switch 1, Switch 2, no upgrade. Key card on Switch 2. Switch 1 is real physical. So Square Enix is like very hit and miss. Like sometimes they have upgrades, sometimes they have stuff, sometimes they don't. Like Dragon Quest 3, it's there. Sometimes they have it, sometimes they don't. It's they need to get that on track.
Dude, I want them to do Dragon Warrior Monsters like reimagining. That would be really great. With weird adult child faces. But like I would love to see that game like reimagined. It'd be so good.
What's really good about this? This is 7. To me, this seems like 8 is lined up for some kind of reimagining or something. And I know that's what a lot of people have been calling for. Yeah. The fact that they just did this, I think they're like, okay, now we'll go to 8.
That will be the big one when they do 8. That's going to be where like everyone's going to be like, okay. I mean, 7's great because that game is also kind of like a rare game too. That's a PS1 game and then it's a 3DS game and it's on nothing. Rare, yeah, and it's on nothing else. So anytime they bring back stuff like that, I'm always like good because a lot of these games are stuck on old systems that or the games are expensive. They're pricey anyway, right? To get a 3DS copy of that game, I think it's getting up there in price, isn't it?
I have it. I think I looked it up like last month or two because I have a copy down there, and it was like $100 if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I know it's getting up there. These 3DS games are getting up there, and I don't know what the original PS1 release is, but
is there one that's in the it's PAL version? I feel like it was close to $100 when I had found it. Okay, here's one for $90. Fragments of the Forgotten Past. Let's see, is that complete? Yeah, it looks complete. Yeah, yep. So it's about $90 complete for the 3DS. So that's a good one to then do that remake, remaster, reimagine thing for, just to re-release it basically. It's so hard to find.
If you want the PS1 version, I mean, depends on the quality of it, but it's like $50-$60 or something like that. So
good stuff. No, I mean that's a good announcement. 8 seems like that's on deck, so good stuff there too. Let's see. Then we had Nintendo Today app just telling us they're going to update that one, and then they went right into the Virtual Boy expansion pack. NSO
crazy.
Okay.
Random.
Okay. So
random.
Okay, you remember how like last week on Spawncast we were like, "Oh, what are our predictions?" So all the time, like you literally check me on Twitter. Like I have jokingly said the Virtual Boy to be annoying, and this like past one, I was like, "Nah, like I'll make other annoying predictions, like whatever, like it's getting stale." And of course, the one time, like the one time I do not make this joke,
was it?
Yeah, they actually release it. It's really weird. Like, I guess, like, you know, since it is the Mario 40-year, it is also the 40-year long game of trying to get people to play the Virtual Boy, which is cool. And I'm glad that people can experience games. But I guess my request is, like, why not Waterworld? That would have been cool.
That's it. That's the question.
Yeah, why not?
They say that I guess the entire library is coming over because it had 14 games. Like that's basically
14.
everything.
Hey, the entire library. Okay.
Over time, don't worry, it's going to take about 2 years to get to that point.
I will say though,
we'll get there.
That's going to be those are going to be the announcements where people are like, because here's the thing. You do need the accessory to play it, which is a little strange to me, but you either need the Virtual Boy replica stand that you put your Switch or Switch 2 in, or you need the cardboard model that looks suspiciously like the Labo 3D headset, by the way.
They recycled it?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they painted it red and they were like, hell yeah.
But wait, how does it know? How does it know that it's inside the little thing? Why can't I make my own stand and
don't
put it in there?
Don't worry about that. Okay, OJ.
How do they know? It's just a plastic.
Like
There's no way that the system's going to know.
You will get the authentic experience of hurting your eyes.
No,
in 2025.
How do they know if you put it in the plastic or not? Like, is there like a thing like if
I feel like it would look kind of like double, you know, like 3D glasses. Like it sometimes looks a little double. I feel like it'd have a similar thing.
I'm gonna put it inside my own and see if it works. I don't need their overpriced accessories.
You should make a video of making a makeshift one if you have like two magnifying glasses or whatever the hell they use.
I'll call it Hood Virtual Boy.
Hell yeah.
the Virtual Boy stand, the plastic is it's $100. It does have the red lenses and it comes complete with the health warning, so it's as legit as it gets.
Complete with the health warning? That's amazing.
Yeah, if you look on the eShop page or whatever for it, it has like the warning of California cancer and all this stuff. It's all there.
That's the Prop 65. So that means with California cancer, fun fact, I used to do regulations for that. So that means that it might have, what does it say? What chemicals actually?
I can look. I just remember it's similar to what we had with the Virtual Boy back in the
day. It might be BPAs, like forever chemicals in there. So don't chew on it and you're fine.
Okay.
Damn.
Well, that takes off one thing that I was going to do in the video.
All it says is it's P65 warnings, cancer and reproductive harm warning.
Okay, and it doesn't specify what. They don't have to specify what, according to the California labeling structure. But interesting. Yeah, it's probably BPA. So yeah, just don't eat it, and you're okay. I had to do that for Hyperkin and like decide which products were not good to eat. It was all of them. Don't eat any of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say which ones you can eat and which ones you can't.
I mean, like some silicone technically, but besides that, not so much.
Anyway, there's the cardboard model at 25, but the one that people who are big Virtual Boy fans, dozens of Virtual Boy fans will probably want the $100 model. Although some people were confused online. I will say this: they looked at the $100 Virtual Boy accessory. I could just buy a regular Virtual Boy for this price. I'm like, I don't think you've looked any times recently.
No.
Wait, how much is it now?
Oh, Virtual Boys are like $300 to $400.
Yeah,
I feel like they have to pay you $300 to $400 to play that.
You want the authentic Virtual Boy experience, you're gonna have to pay up. Now, I'm wondering if they're gonna make a controller. Are they gonna replicate like an NSO controller?
That's interesting. You're right. They don't have a controller here,
but they don't have to.
Wow,
no.
That's really the 2 D-pad controller.
Yeah.
What the hell?
And yeah, most Virtual Boys, I think at least one side of the ribbon cables for the lenses have all broken on them. That's that's why they're going up in price, because they're just falling apart.
Yep, a lot of them are busted in some way, as is untested repair. And if you have one that's working, it's like 400 and up. Loose.
Well, it's so cool you have to pay so much money to hurt your eyes. Like, I remember the first time around not enjoying that, and so it's so cool we're doing it again.
Have you seen this world? Burn my retinas out. Let's go.
Here's the cool.
Okay, you know what?
Here's a video for you guys to watch. And I thought the same thing, but the Virtual Boy actually shouldn't hurt your eyes. It actually makes them stronger. And I couldn't believe this.
Because what doesn't kill you always
don't
makes
believe
you
that
stronger.
guy. Who
did you know Gaming made a video, did a documentary on the Virtual Boy?
Who did?
And it actually, and it's your eyes are like a muscle, and it actually makes your eyes stronger. Believe it or not. I wouldn't believe it because, you know, I said the same thing back then. I remember when the Virtual Boy was coming out, I'm like, this thing's going to kill my eyes. But it actually makes them, it's like a workout for your eyes. It's like a muscle.
Okay, time out. Someone who's watching or listening to this podcast, please, who is a doctor, optometrist, probably, please verify whether it is. But in general, the Spawncast does not endorse, encourage legally or anything of the sort.
I'm just saying that's
your eyes using the Virtual
That's what
Boy.
I heard on Did you know Gaming? They're pretty thorough. They research quite a bit.
They are,
and that's in the documentary that they made on Virtual Boy. That is one thing that they said, because they actually had a big segment on the health warnings and all that, right? Like they talked about
that. I respect them, but I would love to hear a doctor.
I agree.
I love
agree
and
with Jamie C in chat.
Gaming.
Never skip eye day.
Yeah. Train to failure.
The Virtual Boy, I found one boxed on eBay. It's $550. So
you could buy it. Dude.
Trump change, John. Go ahead and buy one for me, please.
Yeah,
I can save money and get the $100 thing right here.
Bundle like 4 together. Send them to everyone.
It's a Switch 2 and the Virtual Boy.
Is this going to be Spawncast Christmas / Hanukkah?
The Virtual Boy
/ Kwanzaa.
Yeah, / Kwanzaa, huh, John?
I feel like you send these to your enemies, right? Like,
all right,
I'm send you one.
Yeah, there you go. You got it.
Like I'm a little confused why it doesn't work in dock mode, because you can emulate the Virtual Boy without that stereoscopic 3D look. It does work. So they said, nope, this is only in handheld mode. Technically, it works.
They want you to buy the stuff. Go for it.
I don't know. Yeah, you should just be able to play it. This is like, that's what I said. I'm going to test it. I'm going to test if you can or not.
Do that. Let us know. And when you're blind, I'm sorry.
No, I'm going to test it without the.
Okay.
And then I'll test it with the stuff when I'm blind.
Is there any other sidestep here, or is the next thing have to be DS at this point?
It has to be Nintendogs. I want to play that so badly.
I'm still trying to figure out how they get it done in dock mode, or maybe there is no dock mode like the Virtual Boy. It's handheld only.
The mouse, you can get around that.
The mouse,
yeah, or something. I don't know.
Touch, yeah, I guess you could do that. I'm trying to think of how that would work, like for
D-pad, A, B, and then mouse. I don't know. It's Nintendo. It's going to be convoluted. Okay, like it'll.
I love that
it'll be like you figure it out.
Yeah, if they do like a top screen for it, I love that the part that worked for the DS being so close so your thumbs can hit everything is no longer the case. So you're gonna have to like let go and slam the screen and go back every time.
I mean, when you turn the Switch sideways and it's in like that portrait mode, and you put a divider in between, it turns into 2 screens that are sized correctly. So you could do it in handheld mode, but I have no idea how you do it docked.
We'll figure it out.
They figured out Virtual Boy.
Yeah, they've done a lot. They should bring the Casio Loopy. That's not going to happen, but like imagine.
February 17th for Virtual Boy. Fatal Frame 2 Crimson Butterfly Remake.
I am not a Fatal Frame fan, but I have watched Fatal Frame quite a bit, and it's an interesting game to watch. I'm just not the biggest player of Fatal Frame.
Early 2026. They had a bunch of
coming to everything too. It's coming to like PlayStation and Xbox as well, PC.
Switch 2 editions: One Piece, Pirate Warriors 4, Overcooked 2, Stardew Valley, which Stardew Valley has mouse support and 4-player split screen with this.
I'm very excited for Stardew Valley. I own it on PC, so I'm probably going to buy it again for Switch. I don't know. It's cool. I've been missing it, and also having mouse support for that I think is really, really cool. So
I think there's a free upgrade. If I'm not correct, if you have the Switch 1 version.
No, I only have the PC version.
I'm just saying in general. I think
Oh,
that
okay.
might be a free upgrade. Yeah,
It is
I'm not
free. Yeah, it is
Okay,
free. Apparently in Japan, they did say in Japan they need to charge something, so they're charging the minimum amount. Apparently by law, you have to charge something for the upgrade. They said.
Yeah, it's like what was it? Trails in the Sky is like $1.
Yes.
For the upgrade,
So I assume they're charging $1. I don't think you'll lower than that. Maybe you can, but I figure it's probably $1 for any fees or anything that has to be taken out. But that otherwise it's gonna be either really, really cheap or free, depending on where you're in the world. Then Human Fall Flat. Moving to Power Wash Simulator 2.
Hell yeah.
Oh, okay. There you go.
That's
I see this like a Twitch streamer type game. I see a lot of Twitch streamers.
It's really satisfying.
It's really popular. Yeah, it's really popular on Twitch. People play it on there.
I have like House Flipper and Power Wash and like a bunch of like the life sim games. And it's like one of those things where you just want to kick back and like have no thoughts.
Yeah, it's all the simulator games. It's like that store owner simulator, pool simulator.
Yeah, store owner simulator is great. One of my friends got really addicted, and he tried to like tell me about that game, and I'm like, I know about the game, of course.
There was the trading card simulator game too that had not just doing the store, but then opening packs, so it hit you twice for the dopamine.
It's great. I always joke that they're like my nervous breakdown games. Like when life is too much, it's just like do nothing, just play.
Run a store. This is okay. So Suika Game Planet. Suika Game Planet.
Yeah, it's a great mobile game, and apparently it's really cheap. Yeah, no, yeah, the mobile game is really, really good, and I think it's been on console before. I think it was on regular Switch. I could be wrong on that. But,
yeah, it's on Switch 1. It like blew up in Japan and in some parts here. I played it. It's kind of cool, but yes, making it round is going to make it a lot better than stacking. That's going to make a much better experience because sometimes you want to reach something, but it's just so stacked up with all the fruit you can't get it. So I like the fact that they actually have it round now.
Suika game makes you feel very smart and very stupid. It's great.
Yes.
No, it does. I'll be like, I'm a genius, and then I fuck up, and I'm like, how did I do this? Why did I?
Yeah, because it's so simple, but then it's like, wait, you just gotta match fruits. But then when it's
I know, oh my god,
why can't I get to that fruit? I'm an idiot. I should have put this fruit over here.
Potential crisis. It's great. It's great.
It's out this winter, which could apparently be the beginning of November. So keep an eye out. We had Metroid Prime 4. Okay. I don't know what's going on with this game. Why?
Wait, which one? Sorry. I
Metroid Prime 4.
Metroid Prime 4. All right. I don't know what the deal is with this game. It feels like they're being still very cagey with all the information for this. But Samus does have a motorcycle. Okay.
And psychic powers.
She is psychic powers. She got a motorcycle. She's rolling all over the place with this thing. And it looks like we got it seems like some pretty big open areas. And that's why you assume you'd have a motorcycle in the first place.
Samus cycle.
Samus cycle. Okay. Okay.
Samus cycle.
It does look like she's almost like merging with the bike at times with the way like the lights were going up and everything. So kind of interesting. December 4th, 2025. They are just going to sneak this game in to the holiday season this year. I mean, this feels like almost the last date they could release this thing, because that's on, they normally do on Thursday. I don't think they were going to drop this thing on November or December 11th or December 12th or something. This was kind of it. So it's like up against it.
It's taken that Super Smash Brothers Ultimate, Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Well, there's been a few times that they've done that, so they just got it in there.
Yep. This is, I mean, it's good that it's coming out. It is later. It's definitely later than I thought, because it's as late as it could get for this year. But we're getting it for the holiday season, which is great. And there's still a lot of questions around this game, so I have to assume that we're going to get that direct. We're going to get some kind of dedicated direct for Metroid Prime 4, and they're going to tell us all about it, because this is all of a sudden it's okay. How big is this game really going to be if we're driving around a motorcycle that maybe we upgrade and do other things? Maybe the motorcycle is a bigger part of the game than people were thinking.
Yeah, there's some weapons. Yeah, there's some weapons there. We got to see if you can teleport just to the areas. Maybe it's even optional. We don't even know if you have to even do the motorcycle segments. Could just be optional as well. But yeah, like the actual gameplay looked, like the shooting and all that looked great. Looked super cool. So I'm looking forward to that, and like some of the different like the Samus psychic powers, like little whip stuff that she
the Samus Force.
Yeah, that's just super cool, man. I'm finally looking forward to playing this game after 7-8 years. Let's go.
It's been a long time. It got revealed 2 months after the Switch 1 came out. 3 months after the Switch 1 came out. Yes, 3 months. Yep. the first E3 for the Switch, they announced Metroid Prime 4. And now it's
Wild.
finally coming out. Yeah,
I was
right.
hoping that they were going to show it in this direct and go until next year and like leave a wide window
no.
just to piss everyone off. But no, okay.
Quarter 1 through 4.
That would have pissed people off for sure because people were crying and complaining all the way up and through. Yeah, that would have really pissed people off.
Like, dude, we have like Metroid Prime out already. Like, not out, but like we have a release date for it. We know the release date for GTA 6. Silk Song came out. Hades 2 is like on the way. Like, what are we going to be angry at? Like, what is the next game?
We'll find something.
Don't worry,
like Kingdom Hearts 4. Like
Kingdom Hearts 4 is next.
Plan?
Yeah, that's it.
Half-Life 3. Like, what's the plan?
Half-Life 3 could be it. Although Half-Life 3, I think that's going to get announced soonish. As weird as that sounds. Yeah, I think it's going to happen. So I guess it's Kingdom Hearts 4 now. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Makes sense.
Next, the torch, the clown wig has been
those
passed
5
on.
angry people will be very vocal.
We do
passing the golden clown wig.
It's just like given. Like
this is given from one, you know.
we had Who Dat Man wrote in saying, I'm excited for Metroid Prime 4 in December, but I haven't played at Metroid Prime 2 and 3. If Nintendo isn't releasing those games before Prime 4's launch, should I play those games before launch? What's the best way to play those games at the moment? Thanks for the show. I would still hold out because Metroid Prime 4, even though it says December, I mean, that is
months away,
3.5 months away, a little more than that even. So it wouldn't shock me if Nintendo still manages to put 2 and 3 out before 4 comes out, as weird as that sounds. It wouldn't shock me. They still have time. They could shadow drop them. It could, whenever they do their direct, they could say, hey, the 2 and 3 are now available on the eShop, something like that. And they're $70 combined. No, they would they put them out and, you know, like separately, I assume digitally. Maybe they just put Prime 2 in the GameCube NSO section, and then they have 3 on its own for, I don't know what, $25 or $30 or something. Mm-hmm. So otherwise, most people are going to tell you to emulate them. I'm just going to be upfront. That's what's going to happen. Mm-hmm. So, because if you go out looking for a Wii or a Wii U or a GameCube, and then you start adding all that stuff up, you're like, ooh, I'm giving a lot of money to the aftermarket sellers right now.
If you wanted like the most practical way to get it done is if you have a Wii U, just buy the collection. There's a collection that has one. So that's the most practical and like cleanest way to do it without having to get like a GameCube and a Wii, because they're, you know, obviously 3's on Wii, 2's on GameCube. But so I would say if you have the collection, but what John said is correct. That's just the easiest. But if you want to do it like with the actual hardware, the collection on the Wii U, buy the collection, which I think is around $40-$50 loose. And if you got a Wii U already, that's fine. If you don't have a Wii U, you can pick up. Once again, that becomes down really expensive, you know, for the secondhand market. So yeah.
There you go. So that's that. I mean, a couple avenues there. I would still hold out a little longer because I think there's a chance Nintendo could make the entire trilogy available on the Switch 1 and Switch 2. Actually, they got to do it on both. So
it's looking kind of pricey for that collection.
Yeah,
about 70. You can find it for about 75 starting out, but it actually goes up to $100 something dollars.
Wasn't it like $20 on the Wii U eShop before they shut it down?
It was $20 when it released. When it released, it was 20. If I'm not correct, it was a $20 game when it released.
I remember digitally though, it was $20 up until the Wii U eShop got shut down. Man.
Yeah, it was 20. I mean, I have my Wii U with it on there, so when people are like, man, I wish I was like, yeah, I wish too.
Thank you.
But, I mean, I played the games multiple times. Like I played them originally when it came out. I played it on the Wii U, so I mean, I've already played it. But there's also another way you can do it. Just watch a retrospective, and that will get you. I finished the video game. I recommend him. He did a great retrospective on all the Metroid games, but like playing through them. But you can just go to 2 and 3, and you can get he'll get you the whole story and all that there. He'll recap it for you. So you can do that too.
Yeah, Donkey Kong Bonanza, DK Island, paid DLC.
Josie was really excited about this one because Bonanza was her game of the year. Okay. I was half watching the direct when I saw this, and I saw it like when they were showing Kong Island, and for like a split second, I thought that they were announcing that they were remaking Donkey Kong 64, but like Bonanza style. Man. And I like cheered, and then got sad. And like, it's my own fault. Okay. I was like not watching while like doing other stuff. So it's my problem, not the games. It's cool. Like the DLC looks great. It's like $20 USD. So that's cool. I just really want that style, like for Bonanza, but like for DK64, because there's such a redemption that needs to happen eventually. Like I want to play as Lanky again and with his long arms and Chunky being Chunky. I don't know. It'd be cool.
Well, it's out now. There's a free demo for Bonanza as well. So that's there too. If people want to just try the game out. We had Pokemon Pocopia.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm excited about this one too.
Okay. I mean, it kind of made me think of Dragon Quest Builders when I saw it, and they were starting to farm and build stuff.
Okay, you know what?
Animal Crossing, right? Kind of like Animal Crossing.
Listen up. Welcome back. We got this. Cool. I do find the Ditto arm thing like kind of creepy. Like it's kind of weird. Like, okay, do you guys know the whole history of like the Ditto face? Like the reason that we have that? Do you remember?
I don't know the history, but I would love to hear it now.
So a little fun fact. So on an episode of the first season of Pokemon, it was a throwaway gag for like one episode where there was this character named Duplica, and she had a Ditto, and they had this whole thing where like for like a performance, the Ditto would transform into like different things. It was like a kind of circusy thing that they were doing, and the whole joke was that like the Ditto was really bad at it. So like the Duplica would be like, Ditto, transform into me, and it would transform, and then you'd be like, wow, amazing, and then it would turn and show the Ditto face, and they'd be like, it's ugly, and like that was like the joke that they did, and like it was such a throwaway thing, but like everyone loved it, and like it had like a really positive feedback, so like they ended up doing a gag of that with Pokemon Snap. So like I think in the cave level, the Bulbasaur there had the Ditto faces, so you knew to throw the Pester Ball at it. And like that was really popular too. And so they ended up making merchandising, and now they have a game. So good job, Pokemon, for like doing a TV show throwaway gag that got us to buy more stuff, which in turn got us to buy more stuff. I don't know. I think it's cool, but I'm very curious, with that being canonical, where is the little girl that Ditto transformed from? Is she dead? Is she in the garden? Is this a horror game? I don't know. Let's find out. It's not. It's definitely not.
It's kind of it's kind of sad if you think about it, the game itself. You're mentioning the girl, like where did Ditto find this form? But it's also kind of sad because like Ditto feels the need to take a human form to go make friends with Pokemon.
Yeah, he's lonely. No one likes
That's
him.
sad. Like they doesn't think they can go make friends unless they turn into like a human to then lure the Pokemon in to build their farm.
Man, crazy. But like, yeah, I don't know. It's also probably going to be a very lighthearted and charming game, and I hope it does go a few levels deeper, though.
What if the whole time you're uncovering the mystery of this girl?
I know, like ever so slightly, like you start to like go over to like this part of the garden, and like text pops up, and it's like, don't go there, and like it makes you turn around.
There's just some loose dirt next to a stump or something.
Like, and there's a hand, like.
That would be crazy if they hid that and the whole thing ends up being like a horror game at the end.
Dude, I imagine you have to run from Ditto. Oh my god, imagine. Crazy.
It looks like a little life sim farming Animal Crossing game.
Oh, I bet it's so cute. But I hope that it does go like a few layers deeper, because right now it looks kind of more like a shallow game. Obviously, it's our first time seeing it. We don't know more. We'll probably get more, yada yada yada. But like, I would love for them to like have really unique mechanics with it. I think this is adorable. I would love to see more Pokemon that you can make friends with, like a really huge library of different characters. I don't know. I think it'd be cool, but also it'd be really cool for it to be a murder game.
Jake Hannon says it showed that broken Pokedex with his trainer on it at the beginning of the trailer.
Yeah, and it's like like the TV screen like has a bunch of static and like turning off. And
oh my man!
God, what if there's news reports? Okay, if you ever turn on the TV, the Poke News, it like it's like oh, it's gonna be rainy today, and also missing girl report, and like Ditto like turns
the milk on the table always has the missing stuff on the side of it.
I like it.
That'd
I
be
like
crazy.
it.
Imagine.
I like it. Okay, then we had Pokemon Legends ZA shown again, still coming out October 16th.
Okay.
And they announced paid DLC, Mega Dimension, Raichu Mega. There's Raichu Mega Evolutions. There's 2 of them. The DLC is $30. And this was a whole thing too, where I have Ornal who wrote in, says, call me crazy with Nintendo doing day one DLC now. I'd almost prefer the $80 complete game if it's only going to end up costing more for the complete package in the long run. Best thing we can do is not buy the DLC. People were talking quite a bit about DLC being announced before the game has even come out.
I feel like that was really in poor taste, to be honest. Let the game come out. Let us get excited about it and hunger for more. It's really, I know DLC is obviously always planned in the development process, but it's very transparent that they what they're doing if they announce it prior to the games.
Yeah, you get some roadmaps. It's probably not as heinous as the fighting games where the characters for the DLC were on the discs on the day of release.
Oh yeah.
Or like
usually.
My favorite one was Resident Evil 7. They were like,
where it was on the disc.
Yeah, no pre-launch DLC, and then all of a sudden, a week later, here's the DLC. Here you go.
Well,
here's the DLC.
They did. I think it was it Resident Evil 5 where the DLC, where the content was on the disc, and when you bought it, it was 1 megabyte to download, and everyone was confused, and then it just unlocked the content on the disc they already bought. That was crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, it's always crazy with that. But yeah, I mean, like, yeah, Nintendo's been pretty, like even like Breath of the Wild had like a season pass like at the very beginning, you know. But now it's just kind of like it seems like a lot of games are. I know that like with Pokemon Legends Arceus, there were people that were like crying that there wasn't DLC in that game because like after you beat the game, there's like nothing, you know, or not. There's not nothing, but there's not as much. So, but yeah, maybe announced it a little bit too late, and they didn't show anything from it. So, and then it's also like, oh, it's this price, so then obviously it's going to give a negative outlook, right? It doesn't look good because you didn't show anything. You say the price, and you're telling people to pre-order it. You didn't show anything, so yeah, that doesn't look good.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
But ZA looks cool. I think I talked about it before, but I got to play the demo at Worlds, and that was fun. Okay, question: are any of you guys Yu-Gi-Oh fans?
No, but I think the guy's hair looks cool.
Okay,
I
I
liked Yu-Gi-Oh when it was first being shown on TV, and there was that whole card phase that everyone went through with Pokemon and stuff. And then I fell out of it.
Okay, never mind. But never mind. Okay, so ZA is giving me Yu-Gi-Oh! Battle City vibes, which is season 2, technical if you count season 0 of Yu-Gi-Oh! But anyways, that's besides the point. So season 2 that was released in America for Battle City basically was like the second, I guess, form of the tournament where Kaiba was holding a tournament and he's like, yeah, we're going to hold it in the city and there's high stakes and, you know, you have to duel someone if they challenge you and you lose your best card if you lose and it's all confined to the city. And like, you know, depending on like what your ranking is, like there's a whole thing. Anyways, that's ZA, like 110%. And I do like that. I think that makes me more excited for the game once I've made that, like, I guess, correlation, especially for the fact that in ZA, you like have to sneak up on other trainers. Like you're basically jumping them in the streets.
I was going to say.
I think that's
gang
really
stalking
funny.
trainers. It's
yeah,
great.
I'm like, hell yeah. Because I've always wanted a game where you're like slightly evil. And I feel like this is the closest thing I'm getting to that. So I'll take it close enough.
Well, Celia, Danganronpa 2x2, 2026. Are you getting it? You picking it up?
Probably.
Okay, good.
It's Pokemon, I'll buy everything.
Well, Danganronpa 2x2.
Yes.
2026. Yeah, you picking
I'm
it
very
up?
excited. Sorry, I moved the
Okay,
thing over. I can't hear if I take
Oh, you're
off the
fine.
thing. Okay, Danganronpa. Okay, the second one is by far my favorite in the series. There's technically 3 of them, so it's not many. Well, actually, though, there's some other spin-off titles and stuff. I'm a huge Spike Chunsoft fan, and Danganronpa like is so good. It's a murder mystery game. They really expanded on a lot of like the mechanics from the first game, so I'm really excited to see it like having like a remaster, and it looks really great. And like in the trailer, they showed off Gunham, and Gunham's like this like edgy goth looking alt guy, and he has 3 divas of destruction and they're little hamsters, and he like keeps on referencing them. He's like, I can't lose, I have 3 divas of destruction, they're just little hamsters. Anyways, the game is charming, the characters are fun. I'm really excited for the extra content to see how that story plays out. It's gonna be a really fun time. I'm really pumped. I don't know, I feel like Spike Chunsoft fans have been eating really good because like I'm still playing Shoot and Order right now. I'm like 30 hours in. I have a couple more chapters to go. It's been unhealthy. I've been playing a lot. And like we had AI synonym files like earlier in the year. And then we're getting Danganronpa 2x2, which is them making a joke that it's Danganronpa 4. Like they're making a joke about that, which is their stupid humor, which is funny. I really want a 4. They're 3. I don't want to spoil anything, but they did something in 3 that was similar humor. Anyways, excited about the game. Cool. Yay. Buying it.
Okay. 2026. Celia's on it. Dynasty Warriors Origins with paid DLC, January 22nd. Monster Hunter Stories 3. Great. March 13th. Sizzle Reel with a bunch of games. Just see if there's anything in there that was... Virtua Fighter 5 Revo World Stage might be the big one there. And then Resident Evil Requiem. It is coming to the Switch 2 day one with the other platforms, February 27th, 2026. Also, I'm wondering if they're going to try to get this on the PS4 just because they did that with RE4. We'll see. But at the very least, it is coming to the Switch 2 same day. That did surprise some people because now we're starting to see these ports, or I mean, at this point, just releases for the Switch 2 already showing up now day one with some of these big games. And that's going to be a game that could kind of set the bar once again for third-party games like we just saw with Star Wars Outlaws, because the footage they showed looked pretty good for being, again, a Switch 2 game where it does have to run off of a battery and portable mode and stuff as well as docked mode. So that, and then Biohazard and Village, same day, February 27th. That's Capcom showing up with some Resident Evil games, not necessarily the ones I was thinking they would, because we're still missing the remakes. But they're pulling in with all the mainline ones.
I think the remakes are 100% coming. I mean, there was a rumor about this. They said all the RE Engine games are coming. But yeah, it's big for like the day and date is big because I don't even remember the first day and date like Switch 1 to like Xbox, PlayStation. It might have been, some people were saying Doom Eternal, but then that got delayed. But I know it was like years afterwards, and this is within a year. So that's definitely a good thing. When it comes to third-party stuff. Then, of course, the announcement of like the Final Fantasy trilogy, that is already big because Switch 1 didn't have like, it just had like the old Resident Evil games and then cloud versions of games of the Resident Evil games. So it's good that it's native and that it's coming. It surprised me day and date, though. That's what surprised me, was day and date, which is good. It's great to see that,
Seems like we're seeing like the Japanese developers react to the Switch 2 a bit faster than they did with the Switch 1 right now.
Yeah, they have to. They don't really they don't really have it. Like, they specifically have to, because they don't really have a choice. If you look at like the makeup of the sales in Japan. So yeah, but it's definitely good. It's definitely good that it's coming day and day. I'm just glad that there's a third person mode. They added a third person mode. It's going to be first and third person from the very beginning. I'm not in love with the character yet. That's my only thing, is like, I don't know if I want to play as her. I like Jill. I like Sheva, however you pronounce her name. I like her. I like all the, the typical, like, Rebecca, she's okay, but I'm not so sure about this one. But once again, I think once the story kind of kicks in and all that, I'll be all right. But I mean, I've pretty much played every Resident Evil, so.
Well, they're gearing up for, it seems like, anyway, the Leon reveal. So I wonder if that's going to be a Tokyo Game Show. If that
would be great. Resident Evil 4 is my favorite. Leon's my favorite character. Resident Evil 2 remake and Resident Evil 4 are my favorite Resident Evils. So just so obviously both Leon. So it's good. Just as long as they don't do him like they did him in they do like Chris and Resident Evil.
Oh, where he was like this big, huge guy.
Oh, that was in 8, but then in 7 he turned into like what's that? The actor for like Thor. He turned into like
Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah, he turned into like remember Resident Evil 7? Chris Redfield. He was like blonde, and I'm like, doesn't look anything like Chris Redfield. And then he turned all big in the neck. I'm like, dude, what is going on?
That was funny when he turned all big in Village.
Yeah. Like, what is going? This guy is like transforming. Yeah, let's see. I hope they do my boy Leon good if they
Village looked good on the Mac M1 chipset, lower powered chipset. So I kind of feel like it's gonna do pretty well on the Switch 2 as well. Like that might be a game that looks really good on the Switch 2.
And they showed 7, and 7 definitely looked like it was running at 60. Like it looked it looked fluid. So it looked like 7 and 8 are probably going to be decent.
And then close out OJ. Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave 2026. There you go.
Oh my god, bro. I think I'm going to turn to a Fire Emblem YouTuber.
It's at least 30 hours of content.
Oh my gosh, yeah, man. I think I'm gonna, dude. I was so excited. You guys want to go first before I just go on a little bit
You're
of
gonna
it?
go ahead. Hey, you do your thing. Go ahead, man. You're
Okay.
the Fire Emblem guy.
So, okay. all right. Sorry, chat. Okay, so Fire Emblem Fortunes Week. It definitely seems like it's connected to Fire Emblem Three House. Actually, no, it is. It just is. They show Sothis at the end, but she's big Sothis. She's not little Sothis. She's big Sothis. So it's definitely connected. Now, people are wondering whether it's going to be a prequel or if it's going to be like a sequel or if it's just going to be like a loosely connected in different types of ways. So I don't know if it's a prequel or if it's in the future. But you can definitely see certain crests that are lineage of other characters. So it's absolutely connected. It does seem like it's going to be where you pick a side. And there still might be a player character that you control. I know that they show like the little kid. I think his name is Kai. It's C-A-I. But there still might actually be a character because at the end they show, oh, you didn't remember me. It's Sothis and it says you didn't remember. What the hell?
Hey.
Josie Celia turned into Josie.
Hi. How's it going, guys?
That was random.
Good. I was ranting about Fire Emblem. And I'm pretty sure the chat's like, thank God somebody saved us from this rant. Shout out to Josie. But yeah, I think it's gonna be I think that you still might have a player character that you can pick between male and female, like Byleth. So yeah, I'm very interested to see what they do with that. And you're probably gonna have to pick a side, and there's gonna be all the drama that there was in the first one where there's really bad things that happen to those characters. It's almost like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. So I am so looking forward to this game. It looks like it's going to be, people talk about the art style. Is it more like Engage? Is it more like Three Houses? It looks like a mix. It definitely looks like a mix where they took some of this stuff from Three Houses, but then also the cleanness of Engage. So I'm not really sure. We don't know if it's the Warriors engine, which was Three Houses, or if it's the Unity, which was Engage. So we don't know the engine either. It looks from the text and all that like it's the Warriors engine, and Koei Tecmo's helping, but we'll have to wait and see on that. But either way, looks way cleaner. Looks like it runs better than Three Houses and Engage does, which those games have some issues here and there on Switch 1. So yeah, very much excited to jump into this one. Looks like the story is going to be incredible. I like the ties to Three Houses, and it looks great. You got new classes in there, and the best one is like I said he's a Timu Sephiroth. His name is Dirich or something like that. But people are also saying he looks like Alucard. He definitely looks like Alucard. So he has a sword called the Answerer. So it's hilarious that he has a sword that's called that. So I'm looking forward to playing this game. I think it's going to be fantastic. Probably going to be a really highly rated game as well. So yeah, it's going to be fun.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Josie, how you doing over there?
Good. I just got off a set and I realized that Celia is like the halfway point. So I texted her and I was like, hey, it'd be really funny if I could just pop in on the Spawncast. So now
Josie, it's so good to see you, Josie.
Thanks. I'm excited to be back. I've been working every single day for 14 hours a day on the set. It's super fun, but I'm exhausted. But I did manage to catch the Nintendo Direct. I streamed it in the morning, and since it's so early here, I could just go straight after. So that was cool.
Did you like the Direct? We just went through the whole thing.
Okay. Yeah. I thought it was I thought it was good. I thought it was paced kind of strangely. It was slower than usual, and they'd repeat what happened constantly, which I thought was kind of weird. But I think that Poketopia, that looks insane, and I'm kind of hyped for that randomly. I think it could be fun. And then Fire Emblem looked really cool as well. I liked Engage a lot, and I like Three Houses, so I'm excited to play more Fire Emblem.
I did not know you liked those games.
I liked Engage a lot. I like the story of Three Houses more, but the battle mechanics of Engage I thought were a lot better.
Engage is definitely, they streamlined a lot of the stuff, and then the ring system was really well done. Three Houses is much more complex, and it's kind of awkward to kind of get everything. So I got
confused a lot in that game.
Yeah, I can understand that. If you look at the Fortune's Weave, it definitely seems like it's kind of, you have gambits, so you can instantly tell that they're taking some stuff from Three Houses. Plus, there's crests. So it definitely seems like it's more on the line of that, but we'll see what they do when you're in the city and streamlining that type of stuff. Because I think that's where it got some people like, I'm just going to automate this, or I'm just not going to do some of this stuff, because there was so much with that game. I do think it kind of confused people a little bit with Three Houses, and Engage was just a bit easier to get into.
Yeah. And then other than that, I was really, really hyped when they announced Galaxy 2 because I've been wanting to replay that game. So that was really cool. I was a little less hyped when I found out it was $40, but I do like that you can buy them separately. I think it was weird that they didn't just like add it as like the Switch 2 edition of Mario 3D All-Stars or something. But yeah, I think there was a lot of really cool games that I was excited about. I'm like blanking on some of them, but those were the top ones.
Mario Tennis? Huh?
Mario Tennis, that was super cool.
There
I'll
you
definitely
go.
be checking that out.
Let me see. We had the Virtual Boy.
Oh, that was wild. That was really weird.
You get the Virtual Boy, Josie. It's a little bit before your time. But
I know I might.
You might have to. You have
It'd
to.
be a good
actually.
video. It'd be a very good video.
Yeah,
I probably
yeah.
will for a video.
Medallion asks, I wonder if RGT will opt for Labo 2.0 Virtual Boy because he might want another shot and not being defeated by cardboard like last gen. Are you
You
getting
have to
the?
build this one, right? It's just there you go.
I know you have to build it. You're gonna have to fold it up. Oh yeah.
No, yeah, it's over. He won't do it.
Are you gonna get the full plastic like replica, Josie, or are you gonna get the cardboard?
I don't know. It depends on the budget of that month. When does it come out?
February.
Yeah, it's $100, so it's not like super cheap.
Yeah.
The cardboard is 25
For a one-off gimmick.
How does
Yeah.
the cardboard even work?
It's like the Labo 3D, so it has
VR.
lenses still. Like there's
But you have to
lenses in
hold
there.
it?
You have to hold it up to your face, yeah.
I don't know. That might make for a bad video, so I might have to get the other one, but we'll see.
You could
gotta
kind of do you could do that for like
I could stream it like
tries
that.
it.
Hey guys.
The
Yeah,
You've
Virtual
got
Josie
Boy,
always
camera
tries it.
equipment. You've probably
Great
got
one.
like a tripod you can set up on your table that'll hold it.
yeah, Virtual Boy Fund. You just gotta say, yo, this is the Virtual Boy streams. So you just gotta do a
The
few
Virtual
streams,
Boy
get the
Fund.
Virtual Boy
Oh,
Fund.
that's true. Maybe I'll do that.
Yeah, just do a few streams. Be like, yo, guys, I'm gonna do this Virtual Boy video.
Let me go through some of these super chats here. Colin says rock and roll Scooby Doo. Sneaker Fanatic says again, how much to be on the Spawncast for nights like this and most are apps. I wanted to hear everyone's thoughts on the direct. Sneaker Fanatic, we'll see. Chris the Shriner Dog says, "Are y'all not watching the Canelo Crawford fight tonight?" Anyways, what's good, y'all? I look, it was happening, but we were doing it happens sometimes. One time there's like there's playoff football that I wanted to watch, and I was still here.
There was, remember that game, John? Remember the Niners versus Packers? And
Yep.
we were watching it while, and John
Yep.
was like, he's like, he blocked the puck. John was like, blocked right in the middle of you talking or something.
Yeah.
He blocked it.
Now, if
It
I
was
was
great.
watching like Canelo Crawford, I'd have a hard time focusing. So you get a good match like that. It's fun to watch.
That was the most.
That was
excited
good.
I've
That
ever
was a good
seen.
time. That was in the snow and everything, man.
Yeah,
That was crazy.
so great. That was against Aaron Rodgers in Lambeau. It was
Yeah.
fantastic.
Rufflemut says, "Could Borderlands 4 support game share on Switch 2?" I don't think it does.
He's not asking if
But-
it does. He's asking if it could. It probably could.
Oh, gosh.
Whether or not it will.
Rufflemut, I'm telling you, what I'm seeing on the PS5 Pro right now, that Switch 2 might catch on fire. I'm telling you, it's a struggle when you split screen this thing on the PS5 Pro. Galaxy 3, Sonic says, for the new 3D game.
They're gearing up for it. It's just like Prime Remastered, guys. We're gonna get Prime 2 and Prime 3, and then Prime 4 is gonna come out. So it's perfect.
It's a lot of Galaxy theming right now with that movie next year.
Mm. Oh, actually, I didn't say this earlier, but Prime 4 looks really, really cool, and I think I'm very excited for that.
You like the
'cause I saw
motorcycle?
Yeah. It's like open world adjacent. That was really cool.
I want
Yep.
a motorcycle, but nobody in my life will allow me to get one. That's the
Yeah.
crazy thing. Like,
That's
my
how
mom-
I want one too. My mom
I
was
want
like,
you to
will
have a
disown you.
motorcycle, OJ.
What's up?
I want you to have a motorcycle.
I know, but everyone's like, it's too dangerous, and I'm like, come
That's
on,
why I want you to
one.
have a motorcycle.
Wow. Wow,
Yeah.
Evan.
I was
Let
setting
him know how
myself
you
up. I knew
feel.
it was coming too. I knew it was coming.
Pickle Rick says, thoughts and well wishes to RGT. With the resurgence of retro titles, do you think we'll see a remake of Legend of Dragoon, Geist, Hit and Run, and Road Rage? Wow, that's like a wish list right there. You know what? It's funny. Out of the all the games you just mentioned, Geist might be the most likely, and that's very unlikely. So
Well, maybe GameCube NSO for Geist.
that could happen because they could do like that mature rated app for it or something. Very possible. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Shoka says RGT would go nuts if they did a Mario Paint movie.
What?
or just sits there while somebody draws in Mario Paint in the theater. I don't know what the movie is.
No, they could go wild with that and just change styles the whole time the movie's going on, like Ghibli into like 3D and just going everywhere. It'd be awesome.
Robot Chicken says DBZ Kai is absolutely better. Aside from the pacing, the
Yeah.
dub has better acting and a better script. People need to take off the nostalgia goggles.
You don't need the Learn to Drive episode. It's fine.
Oh, that's like the best. You can just watch that episode by itself. You don't have to watch anything else. You can just watch.
Yeah,
episode
you can
one
still
funny,
do that on the
but-
side of Kai. Like you can have
It's just
that
like
side
They're
the
of-
learning
long-
to drive. They could fly at the speed of light, but they're learning to drive.
But it's like the
Come
Bulma
on.
cooking episode. They have like the the on Planet Namek. They have the long for like for like a year.
I'm telling you, the Goldo fight in Z was like 4 episodes. It was like 2 minutes. And Kai,
Yeah, it was-
Yeah.
he time stopped once, jumped somewhere, came back and died. Like it was over.
See, Sneaker Fanatic Television says, OJ, they have glass on Amazon for motion sickness. It works for me, but if you have glasses already, so I don't know how to fix for that.
First of all, I don't have glasses already, fam. All right, these are blue light blocking lenses. My eyesight is perfect.
He's got to protect
right.
himself from the lasers.
Yes, from the lasers. But yeah, these are not prescription glasses, boys and girls.
So then get the motion sickness baddies.
I'm not gonna get the motion because I don't like to wear stuff. I don't even like
What are you
wearing
wearing
these.
right now?
I don't even
like
like
to wear
wearing
stuff.
these. The only reason why I wear these is because I bursted a blood vessel in my eye in 2018, not wearing them from looking at the damn computer screen. So I have to wear them. But
You skipped
yeah,
eye day.
I skipped eye day. I should have played more Virtual Boy. But no, I don't like wearing glasses. So I don't want to wear glasses. But I see what you're saying though. Thank you for the suggestion. But I'll just have the Dramamine on deck. Dramamine's awesome. I take it on me like I get car sick, I get motion sickness, I get all that. So I just easy Dramamine.
Gotta have like an IV next year or something.
Yeah.
Um,
My mom's a nurse, so it'd be easy just to get, just
Get one of
that
those
ready.
fluid hats, just the
Yeah.
upside down John
Next-
bottle in it.
Next bit of Switch 2 outrage, no free 4K upgrade for Galaxy on 3D All-Stars. I'm cool, whatever. It's expected, but people are going to be mad. And then J. Raya says, hey, is Pokopia. Okay. The darkest Pokemon game. Trailer starts with a cave-in and a Pokedex halfway in the ground. Keep up the good work. It is a very dark game. I think there's going to be some serious undertones to that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Pokemon lore is
adjacent.
Pokemon lore is crazy.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you read the stuff in the Pokedex.
Yeah, like the drift bloom thingy, it just snatches kids, just floats
yeah.
kids away and stuff. It's crazy
yeah,
lore.
Gengar takes people.
Yeah, eats their dreams and like just wrecks them, mentally.
Ashoka says, RGT living in Australia would be funny due to him freaking out when a spider shows up in his room. Well, if the spider's the size of like his head, then yeah, that would do it. Adam says the Mario anniversary is kind of a letdown. The Galaxy games are overpriced. I don't see how Tennis and Yoshi are anniversary announcements. Those are normal games we would have gotten regardless. I think the big climactic thing for the anniversary is the movie. That's the big thing.
I've seen people say this too, and I get that, but I look back at the announcements that we've had before, and it falls all in line with the previous year's announcements. The 35th, there wasn't like a big new Mario game. It was just Bowser's Fury, which you had to buy with the game. You couldn't buy Bowser's Fury separately. It was, they had a theme park. I think there was Mario Maker a decade ago, so there was that. But outside of that, it's pretty much in line with the 20. I think the 20th anniversary was we got a collection of the old games of ROM on the Wii. If I'm not correct, it was the 20th or the 25th. So I mean, it falls in line with what we've gotten before for the most part.
Hellman says, whereas the Mario 35 equivalent, the 40th is lacking compared to the 35th. Same thing. I think if we had that, if there was that big 3D Mario game, I think that would do it for people. That would have
The 35th, once again, the 35th, I mean, we had like the Game & Watch, we had, once again, Bowser's Fury. There wasn't really, and they took away the Super Mario 3D All-Stars, they took that away. That was limited. And the 35 Battle Royale thing, that was also limited. They took that game away too. So I mean, I think they've got some rose tinted on the 35th anniversary.
And Joshua asked a question that'd be very good for Celia. I feel like, why are they remaking Danganronpa 2 before 1, or did that already happen? Is it a similar case to Dragon Quest 3 HD2D being canonically first in the trio? So
I'll ask her.
of-
Celia. Give me a sec.
Okay, we're gonna get the expert on this one, Joshua.
2 seconds.
Okay, we'll come back to Joshua. Rufflemut says, "Who will be a good casting for Rosalina?" Well, Chris Pratt's already in the movie.
He can play both. Yeah.
It needs to be a tall blonde chick.
No, it's just a voice, right?
Oh, yeah, that's true. What the hell
For
am
the
I
Mario
talking
movie,
about?
yeah,
Yeah, like what? Why does
I've
the
been
voice
summoned.
actress need to?
Why are they remaking Danganronpa 2 before 1, or did that already happen?
Wait, rewinding. Wait, what?
Why are they remaking Danganronpa 2 before 1, or did that already happen?
I do not think they made a remake of the first one. Otherwise, I would have it in my library. But it's one of those things. Why
For
not?
the Lels.
Also, who would be a good casting for Rosalina voice?
You want me to tap back in?
Yeah, Josie, tap back in.
You can they have they have echo cancellation in StreamYard. If you just do it through the speakers and have that on, we won't be able to hear your speakers, so you can still hear us, both of you.
Do you want to do that? They have echo cancellation. Hold on, I'm gonna mute myself so it's not like the chat's hearing this.
Okay.
I choose Steve Bloom for Rosalina.
Radberry says, "Hey all, do you know if Nintendo has updated the NES controllers for NSO? Originally, you could only charge them by sliding them into the sides of the Switch 1, but there's no way to charge them with a Switch 2. Good
She doesn't
show."
have speakers.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. That's a great question, Radberry. I don't think I don't think so. I think it's still those originals. So you would need a charging dock for a pair of Joy-Cons basically to charge them. Yeah, that's a good point. Otherwise, the Super Nintendo one would be fine. So I would get that. That has enough buttons for the NES. Rufflemut says, "I noticed Koei Tecmo and Nintendo have been working together a lot." They have been. Given
they've had a pretty long relationship dating all the way back to the Wii U with Fatal Frame. They used to co-own the IP. So yeah, they've been, and then of course Hyrule Warriors originally, on the Wii U as well. So
Necro Banana says, "Dragon Quest 7 Reimagined was my dream game. Too bad it's a key card on the Switch 2 and no upgrade path for the Switch 1 version." Yeah.
What once again, what is Square Enix doing? Like sometimes they have upgrades, sometimes they don't. Weird.
It's all over the place with that.
Yeah.
Living Legend says, "Hey guys, how do you feel about Bonanza paid DLC? This should have been in the main game and it feels like the nickel and dime you." Here's the thing with paid DLC, right? And I've brought this up before. Figuring out when to release it is like threading the needle, because when it gets so far away from the game and they come back with DLC, it feels like, oh, they spent this whole time making it. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. But I have to go back and relearn all the controls in the game, and it's really annoying. But if they release it too close, we have this conversation of, did they cut it out of the game? So it's like, it's difficult to figure out when to release it.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
The cat.
The cat looks like it's ready to go. Start a fight.
Yeah, when it comes to Donkey Kong Bonanza, I mean, if you obviously the DLC, it's like maybe it could have been part, but like the game already is pretty complete, like you get tons of content and there's a ton of end game. So to me, it's one of those things where, yeah, maybe not. I don't really know. So, yeah.
This is Sterling Jones says, "FYI, Virtual Boy Wario Land is an S tier hidden gem."
I'm hyped to play a lot of those games because I feel like they're very under talked about.
Wario Land's definitely the big one. I remember playing that at Toys R Us.
And Mario
They had their
Tennis,
test
right?
system.
Mario Tennis, they have that thing where it makes it look like the tennis ball's coming right at you.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
all right. But like Wario Land really was just like
Yeah.
tons of awesome mechanics that you don't normally get.
Bobo says, "Which is more likely to happen, Nintendo going bankrupt or Nintendo becoming a third-party publisher for PC and PS5? Nintendo probably would rather go bankrupt before putting their games somewhere, as stubborn as they are. It's crazy. to say
Taking them
that,
to the grave.
That
Yeah,
sounds like
right.
something they would do.
It does sound like that. Yeah. But if you want to know, I mean, it's probably more likely that what's more likely would be that they would just make games on other systems. That's more likely than them going bankrupt because they have so much money. And their IPs are so valuable. So
It would be cell phones. They would probably refocus a lot of their work on cell phones and just like shut down all of their cell phone game makers because everyone would just play them.
Do you guys think after the announcement, this is from Rip and Pax, do you think after the Blue Eyes White Dragon, actually, do you guys think that after the announcement of Mario Galaxy Pack, will Zelda, Twilight Princess, Wind Waker remakes be priced at $100 or more, $50 each?
Celia, what do you think? Did you read that?
Do you guys think after the announcement of Mario Galaxy? Dude, I would love that.
For
I would love to
price
see
at
that happen.
$100 or
Unfortunately, it probably will be closer to $100.
oh
But
man,
that would be still cool.
Living Legend says, I'm so excited autumn is here. One interesting indie just dropped called Gloomy Eyes. Perfect fall cozy comfort food with strong medieval vibes. I've not heard of that. Gloomy Eyes.
Heard of Gloomy Eyes? No.
Looks cool though.
Casual Noob Gamer says Spawncast in 720p is making my eyes stronger. I'm here to help. And shout out to Daniel, the super chat. Then Carrie. And whoops, I went too far. Pacific says the moment they showed Galaxy 1 and 2, I went into cardiac arrest. I think people are a bit over dramatic with the $40 price tags. It's kind of iffy, but it's not Last of Us Part 1 remaster. PS5, terrible. Oh, and Chrono says, I hope RGT is doing good. Also, Pacopia ends with Ditto fighting Kurt Russell in the Arctic. Yeah,
For sure.
Hayu says, hi guys, the bike section in Metroid seems kind of stale and needs some more cooking. Keep up the good job. You are all great. I would trust Retro. I'll tell you, I would trust Retro Studios on this.
It could be good.
Much of that yet, though.
Or it could be the Gears snow sled.
People seem to think that they just threw the bike in there. I think they've been working on the bike for a while. Like the idea, I think the game has been designed around that for a while.
Yeah, they showed like just a couple seconds of footage. So I mean, I don't know how we can say it's going to be incredible or terrible now. At this point. We got to wait and see.
I'll say I was not surprised to see a bike in that game. Is what I'll say. Scott says, I was at a Jack in the Box at 3 a.m. The employee at the drive-thru definitely had a Ditto face. Living Legend says a cyber bike in Metro Prime 4 reminds me of the bike from Ghost Runner 2, which is a hidden gem. Massive Recon says you're big on health, OJ. Why take a pill if there's glasses that can help? Never opt for pharmaceuticals if there's an alternative.
Well, because Dramamine is just simple, and I don't want to wear glasses. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
medicine. People take vitamins. Is that not
Master? He's the homie though. He's the homie, so I know he's kind of joking a little bit, but yeah, I'd rather just take because Dramamine lasts a good amount of time. So yeah.
I want to throw this guy at you guys. Final topic real quick. The PS6, all right, has been reportedly confirmed. We'll say reports, although Tom Henderson's been very good with this, that it will have a disk drive. We do have physical media.
It'll have one with the disk drive and one with it without.
Yes, right? So they're going to have the attachment. It will be there apparently, according to Tom Henderson. Again, he is very good on the build up to the PS5, even telling us that the Slim would have that detachable disk drive. Which we got that snap on and everything like that. And it'll have a simpler design. So it won't look as out there and crazy as the PS5 does now. And I feel like it's going to be smaller, would be my assumption. So I think this would be closer to maybe the hard edges of the PS4 as opposed to, I mean, the PS5 legitimately needs a stand to sit sideways. You know, otherwise it can't do it.
You know, I can't say that I'm excited because of maybe a little bit what happened with the PS5 when I bought that. And I already have a PS5 Pro, which is already really good and powerful and expensive. So I'm not quite excited right now. Now, if they show some awesome games and all that, but the PS5 Pro, Sony's games are already pretty well optimized. They run good for the most part on PS5 Pro. The graphics already look really good. So it's hard for me to get too excited right now without knowing that there's going to be like bangers released, because the launch for the PS5 was Demon Souls. You know, it was okay, but you know, so for me, I would have to see something like, okay, wow, like maybe Intergalactic comes, you know, right there at launch. Yeah, maybe we get a couple more because the graphics are already really good. It's like they're even gonna be better. The frame rate's already pretty good. You know, like PS5 Pro is really good, and Sony's done a great job with optimization and making sure their stuff runs at 60 FPS, like most of the time locked, right? Like most of the time it's pretty solid. So for me, it's almost just like, well, let me just see the games. You know, I already know the hardware is going to be solid. So, and I already got really strong hardware with PS5 Pro. So I'm like, wait, I don't know if I'm going to get it launch like day one, depending on when. I don't know. I got to see the games first. But I think, I
agree with that, Jay. I think it depends on the games that come out for it. I am happy with my PS5, and I don't have the Pro, and I don't play it enough to buy a PS6 if that comes out.
I would have been happy with my PS5 if I didn't accidentally Cobra Kai kick it and it broke the HDMI, and then that HDMI just eventually just gave out. So
So how do you feel
Yeah.
about the PS6?
I feel like I am still getting through my PS5 games. I feel like even though it's been out for 5 years and I understand console cycles, I feel like we should have at least a couple more years with this before we even talk about having a new console. Just for the fact that like I want more exclusives with it.
Bars.
I feel like there's more things we need.
Yeah.
Well, the word is manufacturing is going to start mid 2027 for a holiday 2027 release. So
That seems really close.
2 years.
Yeah, that's like less than 2 years, right? Or well, no, you said manufacturing is going to start in
2 years.
2020
Mid
2 years.
mid 2027 holiday 27 release. I'm going to say November. That's usually when they would do it.
Yeah.
7-year life cycle then, which is the same as the
Yeah,
PS4
it might be
to
a little bit
PS5.
early for me because, just like I said, I got a PS5 Pro, so PS5 Pro is really good. But I'll definitely be tuning in for you, John, when you crack it open.
I'll be on it. I'm picking it
Yeah,
up.
yeah. I'll be looking at my homies that play like that, my content creator friends that have it, and I'll see what game. Like I said, if there's a game that comes out that's like, oh my gosh, you got it, it's exclusive, and I gotta play it only on PS6, then I might reconsider.
Well, the good news here, disk drive, that means your PS4, PS5 games now should work like physical ones. And I assume that means we will have PS6 discs to buy in stores or online or whatever. So physical media might live on a little longer, which is good news.
You think so? You think they're going to be doing? I'm not so sure that there's going to be a ton of PS6 games that are actually physical. I think they're just going to say, hey, if you want this I'm not maybe Sony first party games, but I think some devs will just be like, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll see.
It could be. We'll see how it turns out. Apparently, the reason they're going to have the disk drive is because it hit their internal metrics, like the current disk drive for the PS5. So I guess they either sold enough systems that have disk drives, or the optional disk drive you can buy online for $80. One or the other.
Yeah, I bought that.
I have been up since 5, and I still have to drive home for like an hour. So I'm going to go. And I have to get up at 5 in the morning tomorrow. So thank you guys for having me.
Josie, chill, young lady.
Hey, you know what? You go.
I'm
go
grinding.
Go get it.
You are grinding.
That's right.
You are. Yes.
But yeah, thank you guys for having me. It was nice to be on for like 2 seconds.
Hey, look at this way. There's probably someone out there not waking up at 5 a.m. to go to the
exactly
when you are.
Exactly.
Okay? There you go.
Walk in. Bye, chat. Celia's gonna come back.
Okay.
I'll say goodbye to you and stuff. So.
In a second.
That's fine. We'll go through some more stuff here. Let's see. Envix says, I'd rather drop $450 for a modded Game Boy Advance and some Pokemon games than a Switch 2. Hey, modded Game Boy Advance, you can't go wrong with that. Those are awesome. When you get the backlight in there and stuff, like the nice screens now, they look good. Let's see. The Casual New Gamer says, Metroid bike like Batmobile in Arkham Knight. Maybe. There might be some cool things about the bike. Professor says, do you think they will re-release older Pokemon Kalos region games after Pokemon ZA? Kalos ones. I
don't know.
That's a good question.
We'll see.
Kalos region. Need to see if this is when I was. That's about when I fell out of Pokemon. A little after that. I'm one of the old Kanto people to keep asking for Kanto. Dane says Octopath 0 NS2 digital keycard or NS1 physical.
I don't. Is there an upgrade path for that? I don't think there is. There might be.
I had to look. That's the thing. It's hard to remember.
It's hard to remember
if up with another one.
Is or not? But if there's an upgrade path, then I would say you grab the physical one, and then just upgrade it. But if there isn't an upgrade path, it's up to you whether you want to get a key card or just buy a digital. But I mean, I think that the Switch 2 version, you're going to want to get the Switch 2 version because it runs at double the frame rate and you can put more in your town. Like the Switch 1 version is by far the crustiest. You're playing an HD 2D game at 30 FPS. Like it was okay for Switch 1 in 2017 or 2018 and all that. But right now, I mean, playing a HD 2D game at 30 FPS just doesn't seem ideal at this point. So I would get the Switch 2 version digital or key card with whichever one. Or if there's an upgrade path, Switch 1, then upgrade path.
Suited for Gaming says, Celia, one physical for Mina, please. We'll ask her when she comes back around. Suited for Gaming. Gotcha. Spyro says, Metroid bike like Tron. I fight for the users. It had Tron vibes. It did. Living Legend says, do you guys see Toys for Bob possibly tease Spyro 4? They teased Spyro 4. Spyro 4 has been teased like a million times in the last
It's like a monthly thing now.
God.
They've been
They need to
teasing
do
it.
already,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Necrobanana says PS6 game key discs. Yeah, the games are going to keep getting bigger, so it's going to be more than 100 gigabytes most likely, as we see across the board. Callan Shaw says, to me, bike implies larger map than other Metroids. Yes, I think it'll be kind of open world. DC Fat Cat says, how's your fantasy football team after week 1? I did not do fantasy football this year, and it's a good thing because I would have messed something up by now. Everything's crazy and upside down.
Yeah, I did not do fantasy football either, so yeah.
Daniel says, bring back the after show. That's RGT's call. We'll see how he's feeling next weekend. Said it again. Okay. Well, you know what? I will definitely ask him, Daniel. Don't worry. I will ask him. The Flano says the logo device from Metroid Beyond is on the core of the Metroid motorcycle. Interesting. Jura says, I'm not sure if it's because I'm 34, but I feel less excited about next gen console releases than I ever have before. I mean, it might be that you see how the world is now through adult eyes. Let me see. Here we go. Suited for Gaming asks Celia, when physical for Mina, please.
Man, I would love that. It's very dependent on Mina's release. So if Mina does very, very well, like I would love to see like a huge wide scale release for her, but it's just dependent on how she does. So fingers crossed. I would love to see it.
Okay. We'll see when it comes out. And then we had a few mailbag questions that I did not touch on. I read a bunch of them while we were going. This is okay. David says, tend to raise prices from Wii U to Switch. So should we expect anything different from Switch 1 to Switch 2? Why are people shocked by this? Do they not remember all the Wii U ports to Switch 1 like Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze that got price increases? To be honest, David, everything's just getting expensive.
Yeah.
People just don't want the video games to get expensive.
Yeah, it's just going to be one of those things to where it doesn't matter if they already did. It's still something that it's expensive, so people are going to complain. They did that with every system, so it's been somewhat consistent with that throughout, and that's okay. People are allowed to voice their displeasure. I mean, I think that, people voicing their displeasure with the Mario limited, maybe it got it to where this time it wasn't limited, who knows? So so it's okay to say a few different things. I mean, there are people that are just whatever, but at the same time, like, it's okay. Like, if you don't want to buy it, you don't have to buy it either too. So there's always that option for consumers. You can voice or say whatever you want.
I want to recognize Joe McKenna here. We already answered this, but they also asked here. I'd be interested to hear y'all's opinion, especially Celia's, on paid DLC being announced before the base game releases, as I saw Pokemon Legends ZA getting lit up in the Direct's comments.
So I feel like as a consumer, I didn't appreciate it that much because it's like, okay, let's get the game out and then we can be excited about the plan. I understand why they're doing that because it's like a great opportunity to share the roadmap of everything. But I just feel like it was a bit premature. But it's their decision to do that. People are still going to buy it, and everyone's aware that it is going to happen. It's just a kind of a bummer.
Yeah, Pokemon always has DLC, so for me it was just like it's a wait and see for me. Like, it's just like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. We all knew DLC was coming. I don't think they announced it right away though, that early, but we all know it's coming at some point. So yeah, it was one of those things. Same thing with me. DC
Fat Cat asks, is the announcement of the Cardboard Virtual Boy mean Labo as a category is dead? Labo, I think, has been dead for a little while. Yeah, now it's just getting repurposed. Yeah, Labo's been gone.
What about Alarmo though?
Hey,
come on, guys! Want more updates?
Talking flower coming. It's gonna be great.
Okay, I need that. I think I need that talking flower.
Steven says, do you curate the guests panel based on their specialty or background? For example, I've noticed OJ has the finance background, Celia works in marketing, Josie brings the Gen Z gamer perspective, and MVG is a developer. Seems like a lot of guests come from different areas, which makes the conversation super interesting. Was that intentional? It was not.
We just ended up here.
It was definitely not intentional, but man, it worked out.
I don't think I even told John I worked in finance. I don't think he even knew. I just talked about video games and he was like, hey, you want to come on the show? I was like, yeah, sure.
But to be honest, like initially it was to promote like the games coming out, and then it was really fun. And I was like, hey, I want to come back. That sounds really cool. And then it just happened.
There you go. And now we get to do a whole marketing campaign on podcast form with the Mina. There you go. Let's see. Derek says, do you think the Cardboard Virtual Boy accessory will allow people to experience 3D modes of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, and Mario Odyssey on Switch 2? The option is still showing in Switch 2 version of Breath of the Wild menus. That would be funny because there are red lenses, so I guess it'll look red. I don't know what that's gonna be.
What does that look like for colorblind people?
We can ask Nate.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll
be
tell
our
us.
tester for that.
Yeah, he could tell us. I am curious. You're right, though. I don't know what he would say. Game Bro says, how come no one talks about the quality of Split Fiction Switch 2 port? Looks and plays great on the console, but doesn't seem to get the credit these other ports are getting, and it's still one of the highest rated games of 2025. That's a good question. I don't know.
I mean, it doesn't run as good as the PS5 version, from what I understand. But yeah, it's an okay port of the game. I'm not sure why it doesn't. I think it just kind of released. It was kind of crowded. People were talking about Cyberpunk. I think Cyberpunk kind of took a lot of the discussion.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
I think that's what happened. Cyberpunk and Street Fighter 6 took a lot of the discussion.
Living Legends soon will see paid firmware updates on Switch too. Hey, you want those folders? All right, let's see how much you want. Let's see.
They charged on 3DS. They charged for folders on 3DS. So,
oh man, it's coming back around.
Yeah.
They said to check StreamYard, which I will do as we close out here. Let me go around. Celia, where can everyone find you?
You can find me on Game and Talk. I do a podcast with Sean and Josie and Nate eventually, and it's a fun time. We usually stream on Wednesdays, and I also do like separate Let's Play streams on there. Besides that, you can find me on Instagram. I'm at Kosher Gamer, as well as Twitter. I'm Celia B with 3 E's. And then Yacht Club Games plug. Mina's demo is available on Xbox right now. Go check it out. It's available until the 30th. And that'll be the last time you can play it until release. So yeah, which is on October 31st. It's coming up.
Good stuff. Adam asked this over on Streamlabs. With the recent art leak that showed off a bunch of Kashyyyk from the KOTOR remake, do you think it's possible the game may finally get its reveal this year, either at Sony State of Play or Showcase or the Game Awards? I don't think Sony's showing that thing, but maybe the Game Awards. I was really concerned that game won't come out, but I think it actually will, because I feel like Saber is putting a lot into it now. And the Perfect Image says, my daughter only liked the simulators, Dinkum, and wifey liked Kirby, and Prime everything else they didn't like. Well, hey, that's the thing about the Rex. They show so many things, you're probably going to pick out a few things you like. And then that's kind of where we go from there. OJ, where can everyone find you, sir?
Yeah, you can find me right here on YouTube Player Essence. I do a bunch of streaming, and I make videos on Nintendo and RPG games. Just put out a big compilation list of all the release dates for all the upcoming Nintendo first-party games coming out. Although I did miss the Poketopia game, so I'm sorry about that. But yeah, I just put out that list. So if you want to know my thoughts and also show grade, I also just did a big video on that. And I will have more compilation videos and upcoming games videos that I'll be doing on the channel, and probably a new Buy Now Before Rare, now that we got some more Switch 1 games to talk about that are coming out. So I'll probably do another video on that as well upcoming here. So I appreciate all the support and love. It's been crazy during the live streams. A lot of you guys coming over from the Spawncast. So I appreciate the subscription, guys. Seriously, like no cap. I really do. So thank you, John, for having me on. And thank you to all the Spawncast chatters for coming through and subscribing to the channel. I appreciate y'all.
Good stuff. Good stuff. And then Evan, where can everyone find you, sir?
You can find me at YouTube, Twitch, socials, Kimmerix Project. I've been streaming some games over on Twitch a little bit these past couple of weeks, trying to figure out what to do with the YouTube channel going forward, because I got some ideas. I just don't know what I need to focus on right now. So I'll get back on that at some point here.
Okay. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. The Spawncast 431. We will be back next Saturday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll see you guys then.